Hey everyone, welcome to the Race Shop here in Mentor, Ohio. It's a sunny evening. We have our special guest that all you guys been requesting since the podcast started. We have so much to talk about. The first thing I want to do is welcome the legend Joe Marsh. Thank you so much for coming in here tonight. I know you get nervous a little bit, but man, everybody has wanted you in here. So we really appreciate you.
Bad, that's all right.
It doesn't matter because you're a legend for a reason. So we have a lot to talk about this evening. We got a lot to talk about with Joe. I can tell you now this is not going to be a quick hour show, especially with Joe, because we have so much to talk about. He said right before the show started, let's discuss the things that people have been asking.
I'll hold up back.
So don't answer it now, but I want to surprise everybody. But all of you, for some reason, all you guys keep asking about, did Joe burn down the tower? Don't answer it, Joe. Let's save that for when we get there. But did he burn the tower down? I mean, everybody's had opinion on this. I personally don't care if he burned it down or not, but it is a legendary story. It is a story. As soon as you mention Painesville Speedway and you go, hey, didn't that guy, Joe something, burn the tower down? So we have a lot to talk about. You are a legend. Everybody,
I think we all are.
But you and there's a family of you guys in figure eight. From what year did you start racing?
Early 70s.
So let's say 73.
73, I would say, yeah.
So from 73 till now, you've watched so much transition in figure eight. You've raced, and we'll get to this a little bit more after we get past the headlines and all that. Kyle Bach just said this would be more epic if this show was lap 21. You just said that before we went on the air. Thanks, Laura, for screwing up for everybody. But we do have a lot to talk about. We have some breaking news that I wanted to bring up. Laura will bring it up on the screen here in a minute. They caught the gentleman that robbed Greg Biffle's house. They caught him. They caught him in Georgia, in Cobb County. So his MO is he would look to see if people died, especially people with money and stuff. If you passed away, he'd go rob your house. Now, this is how it's been. I'm not saying I robbed a house before, but back in the day, you robbed a house, you went in through the window. This guy had computer components shutting off cameras in the security system, and then he would go in your house.
That's the first one, probably.
No,
it's probably a ring of, a string of them, I'm sure.
But, there's a lot of people on this earth that shouldn't be walking amongst us. And, we're not here to judge and that. But this guy at the bottom of the barrel, you wait till a family is killed and you go in and take all their prized possessions. You took the money. Here's my question, Joe. How did you know where all that was? How did you know? So is there somebody else involved? Is he getting ready he just got arrested today.
Well, he's telling on everybody.
He's telling on everybody.
He's singing like the rest of them.
How did you know where all that was? So I guess they raided his house today, and in the house they found some of Greg Biffle's guns, some of his NASCAR stuff. So you can't say you didn't do it.
No, he'll be telling.
It's like that TV show.
So yeah, we've been watching a TV show called Your Friends and Neighbors.
And it was the housekeepers telling everybody.
So you'll have to watch it. It's
inside job.
Yeah, it's all inside jobs. But what kind of scum are you to go into people's houses and do that to them, especially after their family just passed away? So this is how they got to that, Joe. And I know you've seen the story. So a husband killed his wife. A very wealthy man killed his wife. He goes in there after the death and cleans the house out. So they caught him that way. I don't know what it led to it. Hopefully we'll get to see more info on it, but it led to his arrest by him going into that specific house. So however he got caught, thank God he got caught, but man, oh man, you robbed Greg Biffle's house. And not just saying it's Greg Biffle because nobody should be robbed, but there's too much of knowing where everything was. If you watch the video that the news has been playing while he's in Biffle's house, he kind of knows where everything was. It was kind of like going to this room, grabbing stuff. And
get a map out of the house.
Yeah, something's it doesn't. And how did you get to, and I know Greg Biffle didn't just leave bags of cash just laying on the table. I hope he didn't do it.
You never know.
But it's just crazy. But thank God they arrested his ass, and he's going to go to jail for a long time. But the only bad thing, I'm not being political, and I know here comes the backlash, Joe. You ready? He's in a liberal state, and he's probably going to get a slap on the wrist, get 3 years in jail, and get released or something like that. So hopefully that they really go after him. But they're actually shipping him back to North Carolina, or Biffle, to that county. I don't know how to say that county. Was it Erdell?
I don't know.
It's like Erdell or something like that. But they're shipping him back there. They are not going to be lenient on him whatsoever. So,
Shouldn't be.
and then at 8:18 tonight, Laura is going to remind me we're going to take an 18-second pause to NASCAR, and everybody is doing 8:18 for 18 seconds. So tonight at 8:18,
Right.
we'll take a break for 18 seconds just to remember Kyle Busch and be a part of all that. So Kyle Busch, to me, man, looking back over the years, I really thought he was going to be the next Earnhardt. You know, everybody says, oh, this guy can be the next Earnhardt, and they force that on you. You know that. They force it, you know, like you. They every Saturday night, they tried making you out to be the villain. Every Saturday night. Oh, here comes Joey Marsh.
If the shoe fits, wear it.
So I want to see if I can. Mylene Horse said, hi, Joe.
Hello.
Christopher, Painesville Speedway royalty right there. Been watching Joe since I was a kid. Awesome driver. About what age did you start watching Joey, Chris? Because I know you're like 70, so you had to start watching. So I want to talk about a couple things. Let's talk about Bowman Gray Stadium. Zach Staley, his kid, Kyler won or didn't win. He finished a race last week, and the car didn't get all tore up from what I see. Man, for some reason, I thought he won something last week, and maybe I'm wrong. So if any of the Steelers are watching, let us know. But something that I do when Bowman Gray, if I'm at Painesville, Flat Rock, wherever I'm at, I go on TikTok live and I punch in Bowman Gray Stadium.
Right.
Because Bowman Gray Stadium and Painesville Speedway are identical. They have the same ambition, same fire to win. I mean, these guys they're us just down in the South.
This is to win or put a show on.
It really is. It really is. So, but a fan favorite has been this Zach Staley, and I've watched him over the last couple of years. And I'll send you some links to his stuff, Joe, so you can see him. But he's a really nice guy, but he has that Joey Marsh temper a little bit. And someone spun him out, and he got out of his car, and he went running to the car and tried jumping through the windshield. But it's a Lexan windshield. So
Sounds like Jeremy Holbrook.
Did he try doing it?
Ask him, yeah.
Did he really? Oh, my God. You got to remind me to ask Jeremy about that.
He's probably watching.
So we just want to keep up with Zach, and they banned him indefinitely. Bowman Gray now is owned by NASCAR, so it's not a family-owned place anymore. So once NASCAR gets their hands on things, everybody's got to be thrown out. You got to follow this.
Earnhardt died, NASCAR took over and losing.
It's done. It's done. You know, and part of that is I can't be that guy that says, or I can't be a yes man. You know, like with ARCA. I love ARCA. I love Ron Drager. I've known Ron since the 1999 when I met him. He's always been a great guy. Great. And then like some people will write me and go, you got to quit talking like that about that driver or that organization. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I'm not a yes man. I'm not kissing their butts to do it. These guys, if they're screwing up, they should know. And the people that are below them of the ownership, Joe, you know, they're not going to say nothing to them. You know, you would say something to Gordon because what did you have to lose? You know, if Gordon made a bad call, did you not go up to Gordon and say, hey?
They knew it.
Yeah.
Everybody heard it. Like,
yeah.
It was a little bit loud.
And a couple of weeks ago, I had Nick Arukas on. I don't know if you've seen that show. I could not in any way talk about NASCAR at all. I wanted to talk about Natalie Decker that night because she gave up in a truck race on her team. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
No.
During the truck race, she couldn't do it no more. In the middle of the race, she gets on the radio and goes, I can't do this anymore. I'm coming in.
And she was crying.
Yeah, she was crying on the radio.
Oh.
And the crew chief goes, excuse me, what? She goes, I'm coming in. I can't do this anymore. I'm getting my ass kicked out here, blah, 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 blah. And she drove back to her hauler. You had a whole team depending on you. Those guys get paid because of you.
She's probably done.
And I haven't heard much of her since,
Right.
but she just gave up, So, anyways, let's talk a little bit about the great race on Saturday night, the Zach Roncallo Memorial. Have you got a chance to meet Richie?
Oh yeah.
Richie's such a nice guy. He's helping everybody
Right,
with
right.
racing. And Richie, if you're watching, man, everybody appreciates everything that you do and trying to help racers and everybody go back or to get parts for cars and all that. So we appreciate it. But Richie's son passed away 2 years ago from a bad accident on Route 2. So we really appreciate everything that you did. So they had a big race for him Saturday night. And I heard it was fantastic. We ended up working all day because the paving job got rained out on Friday. You've been in seal coating and paving before.
Yeah.
Got rained out on Friday. So what do? They schedule for Saturday because everything was ready to go. So yeah, just everybody, you guys did a great job. All the staff did a great job. And Joe, you on turn 2, man. Do you have a way to communicate? Can you talk back, or did they disable your button?
No, I don't know. I talk a little bit. Listen mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much you can see from there. They go by so fast, and if they got like the big field of cars that they had, and they go by, you can't catch up with them. You can't tell what's going on. I mean, you can see through just coming in through the center out, racing away, but they're still coming in. There was such a big field of the 4-cylinders. It was a lot of cars.
Imagine it back in the prime of Painesville. In a heat race when there was 18 cars in a heat race.
Features were 40 cars.
Yeah. Imagine you being that score guy back then.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it.
No, I don't know. They did do it. Well, there's only 5 or 6 would finish.
Yeah. It's
so
true, though. It's true.
It made it easier.
So did you get to see the Chris Law, Charlie Schultz incident at all?
Yeah.
From what I seen on the video, and this has been a hot topic all week with everybody, it looked like Chris Law gave him a little bit of room to get in there. From your vantage point,
I think he had a little help through the center.
Did he?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, but he swings the car a little bit. The car doesn't handle like the other ones do. He can't hold the bottom.
Yeah.
Well. And a little bit of bump, a little bit of this, bump his race and rub his race.
Yeah.
And he come up and he was going over the white line a little bit. I think he got one warning there. You know what I mean? And the 50 car just went underneath and raced him in and had him beat to the door.
And Charlie Schultz, I don't know if you know Charlie Schultz at all.
No.
So Charlie Schultz is a professional sprint car driver on asphalt. I mean, the guy's badass in a sprint car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Charlie, I would put him against anybody in this country with a sprint car.
Yeah, I don't know him at all.
Yeah, he's badass, man. So, and he's not a wrecking kind of guy. He's not. But if you give, as any racer, if you give him a little bit of room, he's going to go for it.
The door was wide open.
Yeah. So, the controversy was that Chris come down on him or Charlie wasn't there. I watched the video. To me, from what I see on the video, it looked like he was up to the door. He had
definitely up to the door
on there. So,
and Chris tried to shut it. He was already there.
I bet you when Chris realized he got up out of that line, I bet you he was pissed. In Chris's mind as a racer, we know we made that mistake. And like you said, maybe there might have been a little bit of pushing coming off the corner that I didn't see on that part of the video. So now I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. So it probably
you can watch his car when it goes through the corners and stuff. He's having a hard time. The body's rolling. He's got a lot of adjustments that could be done. Sway bar, tighten it down.
Yeah.
It's things that he can't keep it on the body.
Yeah.
He's trying to do with the best he's got. It's a little discouraging, I guess. You sit there and work on the cars, and you got these other guys that come in and help you a little bit.
Yeah.
That's part of racing.
Yeah.
You just got to go with it.
So at the end of the day, I would think too, I think it was a good call that it was just a race and he got in, Charlie got in there.
Right. He
And-
got him beat.
Bill Harkin said, Joe Marsh is my favorite driver of all time at Painesville Speedway. So many people were afraid of Joe. I always looked at Joe as one of my idols. And so many people say that, Joe. Like our generation, so your generation's here, our generation's the next generation. And all of us, man, we all looked up to you, man.
You know how many guys got gray hair now tell me they had little Matchbox cars with my number on it? You know how old that makes me feel?
Dude.
Chris Lett told me that a couple weeks ago.
But it's true though,
yeah,
man.
but he said, no, man, I had a car with your number on it. And Joshua used to be one of my fans when he grew up. Kurt was telling me Josh would never admit it, probably, but that's okay.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
He tries to act like me at times. And
Yeah. We know he was your
He's
fan.
got a good ego. He's got a sense of humor. Then he just, has a little problem when he loses.
Before we get over to the next one, the Scotty Markowitz incident. I don't know if you have a chance to watch that one on there.
I just couldn't tell. They asked me what I seen. I seen his car pop out of nowhere. I couldn't tell if he had help or something checked up. They're racing away as you're looking down. You see a car pop out. You're at level with them. You're not above the look down. You don't have that opportunity to make a call.
And I really don't know Scotty Markowitz as a racer. I just know him from his family and that because we all raced with his dad back in the day. And I on the video, he clearly pulls out. He pulls out on the video.
He had it because he turned real quick.
Yeah, it was like really fast.
Either he was dodging somebody or he had somebody
hit
was
him.
3 wide and bumped him. Turned him. I couldn't tell with the cars going away from me.
If Scotty does come on and say something, I'd like to talk to him. Even if I got to pull him on the air to talk to him, we could do that to talk about that incident. But Tom Williams said Joe Mars, figure 8 legend. Finishing up the Bowman Gray of Zach Staley, if you're on watching, he has something going on for this Saturday night. I'd like to know what he has planned. He's really secretive about it at Bowman Gray, so we definitely want to know what the hell's going on with the Staley family, even if we can make it exclusive or whatever. But as I was saying, wherever I'm at on Saturday night, I find TikTok lives and I'll click on Bowman Gray or whoever. Someone is always at Painesville Speedway, at Midvale, somewhere on TikTok live. And you can just click on the live button and you can watch what's going on there. And I started following a woman that's got she has a couple daughters. And I've been watching her for the last couple of weeks and it's fantastic. I'm going to send you the link. So Saturday night, if it does rain out, which I hope it doesn't, but they're calling for 100% chance of showers now.
They call it every week. But Saturday, Lake Painesville Speedway, it'll be raining everywhere else, but there is a vortex over it.
That's exactly what we said.
South 20 will be raining up by the Speedway. It won't, or else it'll be raining at the Speedway and nowhere else. It all depends how that comes off.
And my smart ass on Saturday said, they're going to rain out their race Sunday. I'm not even worried about it. We'll get this construction job done, and then we'll get the car ready to go. And it's all ready to go in there. I'm all set. But then the sun pops out and Laura goes, we're not going to make it. The sun's out there. I'm like, oh my God. Jeremy Holbrook said, I can remember Joe since the early 80s. Much love and respect. All right. Jeremy, Joe just said you jumped through somebody's windshield or jumped on someone's windshield. Who was it? We got to know now, man. We can't just start.
Lorraine Speedway, I believe it was.
It was at Lorraine. It was even at Lorraine?
Yeah.
Was he in a street stock?
3 and 4. I think so.
Yeah, Jeremy, let us know what car you're in. But I want to give everybody, and Laura can pop it up there when she gets a chance. So if you're just sitting around on Saturday, you want to watch some stuff from Bowman Gray, and you want to see the entertainment, this woman and her family are so into Bowman Gray. Like they're my favorite people on TikTok to watch with Bowman Gray because they are us. They express themselves and they say it the way it is. Now we might not agree on who our favorite drivers are, but it's going to be Mom, M-O-M, of Girls. So Mom, M-O-N-O-F, Girls. 0617. So that's TikTok. Mom of Girls, 0617 on TikTok. Check her out. Tell me what you think. If it doesn't get rained out. So Bowman Gray's last race is this Saturday night. There's a lot of racing that's ending this Saturday. But down there, I think it's because of football season. I think if I remember correctly, they play football there. They do other concerts.
That's a stadium, right?
Yeah, so I think it's all getting ready to, and I can't believe the season's over with, like right around the corner.
Sure.
Wasn't it back in the days in the 80s? It was the end of August. It was done at Painesville, wasn't it? Like the first week of September.
We've had Halloween races.
Did we?
Yeah. The Halloween bashes and all that.
Yeah.
They had special big trophies.
Back in the 80s, they would do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gordon, 90s, 80s. Let's see. Ore have it. When did Gordon take over? Was it?
He took over, 86, 87? I think 86 he took over.
That was my first championship in 83.
All right, so here's Jeremy Holbrooks. You ready? You ready for his response?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so Jeremy said, action muffler sportsman car. I think his last name was Yatsen. I outran the sheriff's department and turned myself in the next day. So,
Wow.
So did you actually jump through the guy's windshield, or did you start See, this is, everybody talks about Jeremy being that way. When he would lose his temper,
Firecracker.
he would lose his temper. There was no.
His fuse has been lit from birth, just like a lot of us. Don't underestimate his size.
Yeah, they said when it was done, it was over. It took guys to drag him out of there. His brother and everybody would have to be pulling him out. But a sportsman car.
Kurt Watkins.
Yeah, Kurt. Okay.
They'll end up driving for him.
Wow. Because of that incident?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Whatever
He
reason.
just said I was driving for Kurt and lost my shit.
Is that what you did though? You jumped through the guy's windshield, or was there something else there that we need to know?
Hillbilly stomping.
Right there.
Yep.
So as Jeremy's getting ready and everything, I want to get the Joe Marsh interview started. Once again, thank you so much for coming in. We have so much stuff that we can show you guys. I'll have Laura take some photos and post it up on the Facebook. He brought his scrapbook with him, but look what else he brought. He hung on to this stuff. It looks like it just came out. Like you just took it off the machine.
That's ORA days.
It looks like you just took it off. And what they make us put this in there, right?
Is there a date on there on the other side in the advertisement? The people who read it?
He's not gonna be able to read it.
I don't see a date.
Okay. I didn't know if there was or not.
No, just the manufacturer company.
And then you would get these.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could see these,
I used to
my camera keeps moving.
race 4 nights a week.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
So what did that entitle? You would go to Paynesville on Saturday.
Friday nights.
Oh, it would be Friday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And there's times I run Sportsman and Figure 8 both the same night. Saturday Lorraine with the Ford, and Cloverleaf on Wednesdays with the Regal I bought off Rosenberry. Or Sunday and Wednesday we race Cloverleaf 4 nights a week.
Wow.
If we could make it. We had to get the 2 Sportsmans because it was hard to change the gear for Lorraine. And
Yeah.
So we got another car.
So let's talk about where you got the love of this sport. So you started racing, let's just say 73.
Watching my Uncle Hank do the Slide for Life back in the day, back in probably 1959 or 60. I was 4 years old, and I remember going there and watching him do the Slide for Life on the front straightaway through the wall of fire.
Oh, yeah.
Car, on the M3, my Uncle Ralph's car. Before Joey Chitwood even did that.
Wait, your uncle was the guy that did that?
Hank March did that at all the racetracks.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
A
that.
family tradition all the way.
Wow.
I mean, they raced over in Burton too and stuff like that. They raced.
Why didn't Billy take over that tradition? Why didn't Billy just say, Dad, this is what I want to do?
We started to do it. He started late, and things got to the point where, sometimes you got to back up a little bit before if you have a problem handling the situations and it's going to cause more situations, sometimes you just got to back up. And
was there any specific drivers back then around the 73, 74 era that you would watch on the track that you would go, wow, I want to do that?
Well, no, I watched them before that. I watched the Hurricane division, the 55, 56, and 57 Chevys. Bob Turlop, number 32. You had Gabe Leonard in the 8-ball. You had Dick and Don Arnold. These were all 55, 50. They're called the Hurricane division.
Okay.
I watched them race there. I started going there then and throughout periodically. I was at the Paynesville Speedway the night of the tornado, 1969, July 4th.
Wait, there was a tornado at Paynesville Speedway?
Oh, yeah. It hit Fairport Mardi Gras and bounced over the Speedway. We were trying to get out to the parking lot. They had the go-kart building up front. There used to be a go-kart track there. Part of that building the building blew down, part of it hit. My stepdad knocked him over and picked the back of the 61 Ford Galaxy 500 up. He pushed the clutch and let it roll forward to drop the car down. You could see when the lightning's flashing, just like the movie Tornado, you could see the funnel cloud going over it, landed in Perry. You will Google on it, 1969 July 4th tornado, and you'll see all the damage.
Wow.
It went right
Never knew that.
No, it went right over us. I was there for a lot of things at Paynesville Speedway.
We're going to talk about those. Jeremy said he crashed me after Dave and I welded a slide hammer to a roller lifter and barely made it out. Wait. I'm going to make sure I'm reading this right. You welded a slide hammer to a roller lifter. How in that?
Pull it out.
That's how they did it. They just pulled it out?
Well, it's probably stuck. I don't know. Sounds like it.
Barely made it out. I was going to the front and he spun me. I was unbuckling before the car even stopped.
Sounds like Dale March jumping in the back of Scott Harris's car.
Oh my God. What did you seen that happening, right?
I loved it. Family tradition, March Madness.
Yeah, I love it, man. I got one more thing. Hold
I'm
on.
changing the font.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm trying to make it easier for you to read.
Okay. So where did you decide that you wanted to do this? This is what you want to do. Was there a moment that not seeing
From
just
day one, going there, seeing it was like you got these kids that are racing the little plastic things around.
yeah.
That's how I was there watching. And these are your future racers. You bring them in there early, and they see that if they like it, they like it. And they'll be back. You know what I mean? It's important to have stuff like that to build up.
About how old were you then? You would think when you knew you wanted to do this.
I wanted to go there all the time. Well, I worked in concessions.
Okay.
Selling popcorn and peanuts and stuff like that, walking up and down.
Yeah,
and stand in the middle just to watch the races.
Yeah,
make a few bucks, and you get to watch the races for free. And then I got to the point where my first car I picked up off of 615 before they developed that was a '63 Dodge Polaris. That one's on my Facebook page. It had no forward gears. I drove that down Route 2 to Grand River to 445 Abels Avenue in reverse. Along Route 2, get off at Heisley there.
Well, Route 2 was 2 lanes back then, wasn't it? Or was it all?
No, it was 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And I just went down the berm.
Yeah.
Like I was broke down, drove it home backwards. And that car is how I met Mickey Caranci for the first time, because he had the shop on North State Street, him and Leroy, and he put the transmission in for me. And on the way to school one morning on a brick road, some guy checked up real quick. I hit the brakes, slid over to the telephone pole.
So you wrecked the car?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then we just knocked the windows out and took it down there. I told my mom Johnny Bethel was going to drive it. And my stepdad hooked the chain up to a '63 Dodge pickup truck from Grand River, and we towed it down. And I jumped in the car and ran my first feature. That I got the picture from my first race.
We definitely want to see that.
I mean, it's
so your first
the original picture and the dates on.
So your first race was in figure 8.
Mm-hmm.
Your first ever race.
Yeah, when you pull out, you don't qualify. Here's the original picture from 1973. The dates on the back.
Wow.
That's me with no mustache.
R&R Motors, is that the same?
Rich Harris, he's the one I was working for as a lot man, lot kid washing cars. He notarized my mom's name that I forged.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to let me race.
Make sure that it's coming out on there. Yeah. You can see it.
Yeah.
That's the original. How many people got their first race, their first night?
Not many.
Race, their first night. I mean, you don't qualify.
So what year do you think this was?
73. It says on the picture. That's how I know exactly what year. June. I turned 17 probably July 3rd. So I was 16 then.
Wow.
That put a time on it. I thought it was earlier than that.
This is Mechanic Randy. Who was that?
Randy Welch was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. The glasses, those glasses actually are in style now. You know that, right?
I don't know about all that.
No, they are. They're back in style like that now.
Coke bottle ones. I used to have the thick ones.
I know. We both, dude. So your first race. Now, back then, how many cars were in that race?
Probably 40 or 50. You just pulled out and took off. You would come around turn 2, and they'd be getting the green flag.
Yeah.
Going through the tires, racing towards you as you went down the back straightaway.
Yeah.
And I was lucky to finish that night because, like I say, 5 or 6 cars finished.
But, think back to that night. Those guys back then, they were like hard, tough nose.
Art Mason, the Who's Chicken gang. You had the Spyron gang. You had Big Daddy Bob Fade. That's where I got the nickname from as I got older.
Yeah.
Bob Fade he had that number 33 with chrome wheels, a big Chrysler New Yorker with a big block in it. You had
Chrysler New Yorker?
With a manhole cover welded as a grill on the front. They tore cars in half back then.
So he took a manhole cover and put it on the front as a grill.
Right.
Wow.
And that big block sung. I mean, the car was fast. He won a lot of races. He was my first figure 8 idol, watching. Watching this guy just
Were you ever that guy, though, in your first year of racing? Were
No.
you ever that guy that went, wow, I can't believe I'm racing with these guys?
Oh, it was unreal. It was a whole different thing. And trust me, them guys, there was only 2 rules: no head on, no driver's door.
Yeah.
You could shove a pack of cars into the tires, into the wall, push them through, stack them up, try to find your way through. You just had to be on your job. You know what I mean? Just trying to survive and not get spun out or get taken out. And
Do you remember what it was to win back then? How much it was?
I don't know. I didn't win no races. The first
I
couple
wonder
years.
if we can find. I bet just Craig Brackman can find out. Craig, if you're watching, you have any idea what they made back in the early 70s to win a figure eight, or anybody? But to me, those guys in the 50s and the 60s and 70s were the toughest guys. Not saying the 80s and 90s guys weren't tough.
That's why I bet
Different toughness. You know what I mean? The guys would be, you'd watch them come by the flag stand, they'd have a cigarette in their mouth and just out there, no gloves on, short sleeve shirt, tank tops out
That's
there.
what we raced in. We raced with flannel shirts with no sleeves. We had seat belts. We had no roll cage. Welder, change the door shut, take the glass out, and go at it.
Do you feel the cars were faster back then than now, or do you feel the figure eight cars are faster today than back then?
They're definitely faster today with the posi rear ends.
Yeah.
55s and whatever motor they got in them. They're definitely clipping. We didn't have clocks back then, and our lap times. But we raced open rear end for many, many, many years. Gordon made sure we didn't have no posies and stuff like that.
He sure did.
And that, I think that's a safety issue.
Yeah.
Because, figure eight's more higher content than a lot of the other racing. People want to see the action.
From the day you can remember figure eight racing, has it always been watered down?
Yeah.
It's since day one, it's always been watered.
Let me show you something. I got a picture.
Scott Basham said, I grew up down the street from Joe. I used to skip school to paint his race car. Now that's badass, Scott.
We had neighbors,
to me, that's badass.
A lot of neighbor kids, they wanted to help. We'd get them out there.
That's awesome. Especially from Scott, because Scott's like a goody two shoes kind of guy,
You can see this is a Chrysler I had, one of the big. Well, look at that helmet. That helmet's got a story to it. I ended up throwing that at George Puskas.
Did you really?
I got the longest helmet tossed, as far as I know, from turns 3 and 4 when he stuffed me in the wall. He pulled up by the flag stand.
Yep. Say it again. You threw that at George Puskas.
Yeah, he stuffed me in the wall, and I was up there dead in the water, and he went over by the flag stand to get the win. And he's over there, and he's looking over, and I took a run, and I chucked that helmet all the way and bounced off the back of that green Nova. I mean, hit that car. You know what I mean?
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see.
What are you thinking right there?
Probably thinking, oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, here we go.
You see that Cutlass there? Yeah, that's water. Tracks all water. See the hood in the back of the car behind you.
Let me see it real quick.
You can see that his hood's
all. Can you put
bent.
it in front of his camera?
Yeah.
Hold it in front of yours.
Just kind of hold it up. Go up a little bit. Perfect. Yeah.
You can see the car coming around behind me. He's all folded.
Look at the front of that car.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get away from him because he just probably tanked somebody and he's coming through.
Now, would they let that guy keep racing back then?
They didn't stop nothing.
They would let him keep racing?
Yeah, they didn't stop nothing.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen a 56 Buick roll on, get flipped over, went over, hit the grass, flipped over, spun. He was upside down. The car was just like a big turtle. Couldn't get back up. Never see a turtle. They got to flip it over.
Yeah.
Well, this car, the roof never caved in. It just spun around, and the race was still going on.
Wow.
I mean, they just
did they just leave him like that?
Hit him again, and they spin more. You know what I mean? The guy's still hanging in.
That's what put people in the stands, though. Yeah. People want to come back the next week to see that.
Just like the Night of Destruction, that place will be packed. They want to see
Ken Irons said, "Ask Joe about the time me, my dad, Billy Joe Davis, worked on his car at Auto Site, drove it to the track with the sheriff coming behind him, Joe flipping the cop off." That's what you did? You flipped the cop off?
I don't know about that. I'm sure I'm going to be nice at first. you know what I mean? Why would you want to do that? And you definitely get a ticket. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to drive him from Madison.
Yeah.
We lived out there. We drove him down. They got chasing us one night. We went down the railroad tracks. Butch Baxter got smart and went straight to 84. And we went down the tracks, and here they had a dead end in.
Really?
The sheriff followed us in, and Sam had to come tow all of our cars.
Really?
To race that
night.
Had them all towed.
Chris said, Joey is a Painesville Speedway. You're royalty. You really honestly are. So before we get into more depth with Joe, so Joe said he's open to if you have any questions you want to answer him, he's open to it. He'll try to answer the best that he can. There's a couple things that he does want to talk about to clear up that we all want to discuss. So if you have some questions, as long as you're not being an asshole about it.
They can be that too. It don't matter.
Joe, I don't want them being an asshole.
That's all right. It's on them. It's tough to waste their energy.
So
get it out, man. Get it
so
off your chest.
Laura will start lining those questions up if you have them, and then we'll talk about it. We're going to keep talking about Joe and his history. What did Jeremy Holbrook say?
He said his dad always smoked.
Your dad smoked while he raced, Jeremy? That's actually pretty cool. Justin Phillips got to race against Joe in the Sportsman Cavalcade in 2011 at Painesville. Watched Joe Marsh my whole life. So crazy to race against him when I was 16. But like Justin Phillips saying that, like us guys, when we first started racing. So my first race was in 1984, I think, right before RRA switched and sold it to Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching you, you know, I wasn't ready for figure eight at that time when I came out. I was just running, what is the spectator stocks?
Mm-hmm.
But you just had this. So if you would stand in a circle to 8 before racing would start, you couldn't see a seat, an empty seat in that back in those days.
Mm-hmm.
You'd sat in there like this, Joe. But Joe, if you came down on the racetrack, you would hear people just screaming your name. They love you, all this stuff. Then it would transition to bad words.
Right.
And then it would go to turn 4 where everybody loved you again.
Yeah.
How much did that pump you up?
Whether you like me or you hated me, it didn't make a difference. You're watching. And that turns your person on. I don't know about you, but you want to show off. I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm going to make you even more happier. I'm going to make you more madder. It don't matter. Let's go.
So a couple of us were talking a couple of weeks ago when I was out of Painesville, and it never dawned on me until we were talking. Do you know when you would intimidate people the most? When you would smile on the track. Because people, so we pull on the racetrack, drivers pull on the track, and they're focused. They're like, man, we got to get out. We got to do this. And then you look over at Joe Marsh, and he's smiling and waving to people in the stands. It just intimidates the hell out of you. Did you use that to your advantage quite a bit?
You know, it's like they don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
They don't know. They know what they do. They know if they poke a bear.
Yeah.
You know, if you kick a dog so long, it's going to bite you sooner or later.
Yeah.
You don't have to say nothing. And a lot of people can hear me over top of their motors. When I'm racing with them, I'll be yelling at them. You can ask Joe Corson or anybody that's raced back with me.
You're screaming at guys while you're racing?
Yeah, come on. What's wrong with you? I mean, they're just, you know, you got to go. It's got to go. And they're swinging, they're dinging, they don't have it yet, you know, and you don't want to move them. It's hard to race against friends. It really is.
If you remember when Corson started racing too, that like, you will know this more than I would. Wasn't it like 6 or 7 races in a row he got taken out in the 8, and Gordon in the driver's meeting said, stop taking Corson out every week.
When that train gets rolling, it's not stopping. If you're in the way, you're going to get moved.
And
it's just figure 8 racing.
And he couldn't wait to race it, but it was like every week someone was taking him out, hitting him.
Lou Hill Jr. had the same thing when he first started. He went through that. Yeah. He started racing figure 8, and they said, hey, it's the train. They always use my things about the train.
Yeah.
And now when he learned to become the train, the locomotive, he won his couple of championships. They didn't like it because people pick on.
Yeah.
Nice guys, usually you can be a nice guy, but on a figure 8, you got to be what you got to be to win.
So when you pull on the racetrack, are you even focused about getting ready to get the green? Are you just having fun?
I'm looking at the lineup. I'm seeing where everybody's at. I'm racing 5 cars ahead.
So
I know what this is.
You're that guy.
75% of your thing is knowing your opponent and how they drive and how they're going to drive you. And you can see where they're behind and who they're beside. You know who's fast. You kind of
in the figure 8,
you have to do that. Yeah, you got to kind of have an idea of where they're going. Sometimes you got to help them. Sometimes you got to give them that little extra push. You get your elbows in the air, and then you hit the brakes. And then
Josh and Earl said that last week. If you were listening, they said it. You know, we're the racers before we pull on that racetrack. You know, we're looking at the cars in front of us and what they do.
I don't race the track. I race the driver. I race the cars. I like chasing rabbits.
Okay.
I don't like being up front. I'd rather start from the rear and work my way to the front. And then you know you got that.
Did you hate the rule that you had to start in the back?
No, I liked it.
You really did?
I'd rather start in the back and let the herd thin itself out and watch them guys get into it and try to avoid the accidents.
I wish we had data from that, because I can't tell you how many times we've watched you start at the tail and come up and win. And that was back in the day when there was seriously 35, 40 cars.
Yeah, it's a long ways to go.
Yeah, especially what was it, like 25, was it 20, 25 laps?
Sometimes they had 15 lappers or something like that too.
Did they?
Yeah, 20, 25. Different ones throughout different years. They try different things.
Who's a driver, if there even is a driver? Is there any drivers in your years of doing this that you pulled on the racetrack and they kind of intimidated you a little bit, kind of made you go, ah, fuck, I'm going to have to race the shit out of this guy to win? Is there,
there's a lot of them. George Puskas was rough from the beginning there.
Yeah.
You know, and George taught me a lot of things that I had to teach on, pass on to other people. I learned them from him. That's why I threw the helmet at him. That's why
a lot of people didn't know George.
He was a good guy, and he was good at what he done. And George, I was pumping gas for him up the gas.
Oh, you were?
For him and Ray White's my brother-in-law.
Okay.
You know, and they gave me a job up there, and I had to race with George and go to work. And,
oh, so you got to race with him and then go to work on Monday?
The first car I ever flipped over was because of George. I had a 66 Chevelle. It was a big block 4-speed car from factory. We put a 283 3-speed on it. I was in the dash, and we had them big radios, whatever tires we could find at the junkyard.
Yeah.
And I had him beat going towards the flag, the original flag stand. Buddy Scoville was flagging, stuck out over the track about a foot. You know, he'd be over looking at you coming out of 4. Well, George run me up into the wall, and the radio grabbed. I went up in the air and tore the flag stand down up into the fence, and it shipped me back down on the track. I slid into turn 1 on my driver's side.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got out through the passenger side. No roll cage or nothing. You're just hanging there, and you get out, and I'm like, yeah, it was a big rush. That noise is unreal.
Yeah, yeah.
I was dragging the metal on the asphalt. And we're hearing cars go by you, and it's like, oh.
What is your worst crash ever at Paynesville?
There's been a lot. That one with the red car. Did you see that video I shared this morning?
I didn't.
Okay, it's on my Facebook page.
I'll have to watch it.
I got tanked in the door by Fuller under red, just sitting there. You got to watch that.
Jason Fuller?
Oh, yeah. He come out with a car that he took Kevin Malik out. It was all pre-planned, I believe.
Yeah,
I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'll go there. I watch things and learn.
Yeah.
I've never had bad words with the guy or nothing that. And I started dead last. You watched the video. It didn't last but a couple laps. And before they spun Kevin out, then the other car hit him going through. Wasn't even in the X. It was where they cut straight over left and hit him in the passenger side door. Well, the red flag come out. We stopped up in the corner, and I'm sitting there looking. Man, that was a hard hit. I heard it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking, and all of a sudden, Fuller's sitting there looking at me, and all of a sudden, he puts it to the floor, hits me right in the driver's door.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, well, under red.
Wow.
He hits me, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So I put it in reverse. I hooked his rear tire. I put it forward and hit his rear end and pushed his rear end. I thought about climbing out and going right in his car because we're door to door.
Yeah, yeah.
Driver's door to door. I'm looking right at him. I'm just, but I hear his motor coming. And if you watch the video, you'll see the other Malik brother, Joe, come flying across the infield and blast him.
Wow.
Reed's car over about 4 feet.
Wow.
And I pulled up around. Randy Holbrook comes out. We got it. We got to stay in your car. Don't get out of your car. Because I'm steaming,
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
know. They know.
The bumper actually come through. He had a bumper on it. If you watch the video, after he hit Kevin Malik's car, it didn't move. Yet the car was double framed. He built demolition derby cars.
Yeah, that's what he's known for.
The front bumper didn't move. And the corner of that bumper came in and ripped through the tubing on the door bars and hit my left leg.
Wow.
It ripped the door wide open.
Wow.
That broke my leg, I thought. Okay. So I pulled up there. Randy Holbrook said, calm down, calm down. They got him off the racetrack. We started to race again. Well, I'm following Mike Reed. You'll see in the video, Randy Letts in there with my old El Camino. And when I put the Cutlass body on when I went to Lorraine, Randy Letts in the same picture. Well, he gets around and Mike Reed, we go into the next corner when everything got cleared up. We're racing.
Yeah.
Reed gives Randy a little nudge. That car had a trouble turning to the right because I had that with the El Camino body on it. And that's why I went to Lorraine with it.
Yeah.
After I did something to get thrown out of Paynesville. That's another story. I'll tell you why I did that one too. So we're going into turn 2, and Mike gives Randy a little nudge and pushes him up, gets him underneath him. I'm following Mike Reed. This train's coming. I'm part of the second car in line. As we go around the corner, we go in 3 to 4. It was around turn 1, and I hear this bump. I hear the motor rev up, get sideways, and he let me go. Well, they didn't take the one tire that should be in turn 3. It was halfway up. I went spun around sideways and hit this tire with the same side that I just got hit by Fuller. My helmet actually got a white mark on the helmet from the tire. My helmet went through the
shit,
tire.
Joe.
Oh, yeah, broke the axle off about 2 inches in the housing. My car went up in the air and spun around.
Wow.
It landed in the grass and it knocked the shoulder out of place. It's still messed up. Only time I ever went to the ER was that night. I got
Wow.
hit twice hard. You had a concussion and all that stuff.
I had a couple up there that disappeared. Renee, you can say what did Jeremy
I
say?
have a lot that I.
Let's get to him.
Jeremy Holbrook said that Fuller night about got me in trouble too.
What happened, Jeremy? How to get you in trouble?
And Renee said they created that monster in Kevin, and now they cry about it.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Going back a little bit, Tom Zabukovic said, "Ask Joe if he remembers John Nagy. I worked with him in the late
Good friend.
70s."
Good friend. Met our headlands.
Bobby Geist said, "I remember those days." And Puskus, do you remember the Ray boys?
Johnny Ray's boys, Zip. They had Thrills Unlimited.
Oh yeah.
Zip Ray and his brother, they all raced back then too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Renee Strong said, "Joe has driven his car all the way from Park Road, his house, to the track. My dad would follow him."
We drove it from Madison to the track. I mean, we didn't.
So
have a trailer.
let's get to one myth that I want to knock out. We have several of them, but let's get to one. You got a couple more you want to talk about?
I got Parker said, "Joe, your red car was one of my favorites at Lorraine Speedway."
At Le Mans, it was a good car.
And Jeremy Holbrook said, "I was 21 when I first started racing, all because of Joey."
You had a huge impact on people.
Oh yeah,
you really did.
I know Jeremy and his brother. They lived in the upstairs apartment. They were babies.
Yeah.
His brother ran around with diaper full half the time. You know what I mean? Loose. They call him Loose. I have to say that out here. I know he's watching. But I remember that. I know him that since they're that young.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jeremy continued on. He said he was mad at me, or he was so mad at me. They were telling me to go off the track on turn 4, but I went right to him because I knew he was mad, but wouldn't do anything because he always was good to me and looked out for me. And then he said he taught me to fear no man.
There you go, Joe.
That's
pretty
only when you
cool.
fear is God. The only sense of fear of no man.
That's pretty cool. So this is the first myth I want to knock out. So I lived in Madison at Haywood and Easton, and we would go down. We would have to take Route 20 home or to my mom's work, and then back forth. Up on the hill on the right, there was a racetrack up there.
Yeah, we put it in behind the old nursery.
So tell me how that even happened.
We made a figure 8 track.
So did you live there at that house?
Yeah, we lived at that farmhouse right there.
Wasn't it like red or something? It was a red house, farmhouse?
It was an old farmhouse. It had a well. It had a bunch of glass houses used to be a nursery, and then back was all sand. And we made us a track to go out there. We'd bring cars in it. We'd have fun.
So do you remember how old you were when you built that figure 8 track there?
Let's see. That would be around 78. Car wreck was in 78. I was living there in 78. So it had to be around that area.
So how did this even come about? Did Joe Marsh just wake up one day and say, "Hey man, I need to practice a little more"? Or
we used to practice in Grand River. Remember that Lake A used to be there by Route 2?
Yeah.
When they filled it in, they found a few cars down there.
Did they really?
We used to run by the power lines and push them in when we were done with them.
So what made you decide to build a figure 8 track at the house?
Why not?
If
you like figure 8 racing.
Were you just drinking one night and said, "Hey, let's build a track"?
Let's go back before I even started racing. You know them big wheels that they made?
Yeah.
We used to take tricycles, take the seat off, take the front fork out, flip them upside down, put it in there, and run figure 8 on the front of my house.
Did you really?
And they patented that. And if you look at one of my cars, I had that lightning bolt on my car, 21, before they come out with Lightning McQueen or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I had that. I didn't patent either one. I made the big wheel out of a tricycle, me and the neighbor kids, and we used to do that.
So you guys are sitting around, and the reason why I'm trying to get to this, because nobody has land like that. Like Jeremy Holbrook has land, I believe. Mm-hmm. It doesn't dawn on them. So were you guys just sitting around one night and said, "Let's just build a figure 8 track here"?
We just went out and doing it. I mean, we
just went out and
my first tow truck was an F250 4x4. I got a Holmes hand crank boom. We welded that to that, and I started scrapping cars.
Yeah.
And everything then. That was my first tow truck. When I worked for GMB Paving, matter of fact, that wasn't at 78. That's the year of the car wreck. I would drive to 200 in St. Clair, and I was the only white guy who worked for him.
Wow.
He was at this Ohio station there in Fairport at the V. I was working on my figure 8 car, and this guy named George Brentar seen the last name March on my roof. He goes, "You're in relation to Hank?" I go, "Yeah, that's my uncle." He goes, "Well, Hank worked for me. He was a great guy." I goes, "Well, do you need any help? I need a job." He goes, "You want to come to East Cleveland? I said,
Yeah.
Yeah, Euclid, 200 St. Clair.
Yeah, yeah.
Right by Pirelli Tire, there's a fenced-in lot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I started shoveling asphalt.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was driving clear out there with this old truck just to go to work. And I used to shovel asphalt, so I learned how to run the backhoe because back then the asphalt trucks were single axle F750 and the box would hang on the back and you would drop that and drag it and shovel out to fill the sides. You didn't have these pavers like you guys
got nowadays.
We shoveled out of the box. And that's how you...
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. So let's say you get off at 200th Street and you make your left. You go underneath the freeway.
And that's St. Clair.
And then you're going to go underneath the railroad bridge.
Right,
and
St. Clair.
You're stopped right at St. Clair.
There's Pirelli Tire right across the street.
And to the left of that is a big factory.
Okay.
That factory was owned by Kevin Shockey's dad.
Oh, okay.
They were a machine shop that did automatic screw machines.
Okay.
So Kevin Shockey and his dad, Kevin Shockey worked there for a while.
He was a wild one.
Oh, man. And we're going to get to that too, man. We're going to get to that. David Allen said, my first feature win was a big wheel race. It counts.
Hey,
it counts.
Win's a win.
A win is a win.
That's it.
Go back on some previous comments. Ken Iron said, Joe, you taught me so much. Love you, man. You'll always be my family.
Oh, thank you.
Mike Jones says, I have known Joe my entire life. I am a Jones. Bobby Geist says, you bring back such happy memories. Thank you.
Racing was fun.
So the myth of you having a figure eight track is real.
Yeah.
You guys would go out there. Did it help you at all to learn, or no? Being on dirt to asphalt with wet was
63 Chevy 2 Nova, 6-cylinder, 4-door, stick shift.
Yeah.
We used to sneak up behind the park ranger down Indian Point, give them a little tap, turn the headlights on. And
Joe, no, you did not.
Oh, yes. They had them chase us, and they'd wreck their car trying to catch us.
Are you serious?
I'm not going to lie.
Dude, you could have been a guy. You could have been a fucking bootlegger.
We had, ain't no doubt.
You could have been a bootlegger, man, and got away with it.
That would have been fun. Running from the law.
So, okay, there was another one out there.
I was on no chase listed by the sheriff's department. They kept wrecking the car.
Really?
Yeah. They just sent me to check it, come knock on my door here.
Oh my God.
Charlie Cabo hated me.
So there was another.
I don't blame these guys. I made their job hard.
I got to remember how he said it. He basically said that the sheriff's department was called one night. You took off in your car, but you came back. You left the property in your race car chasing somebody, but you came back to the racetrack. You were up by the front grandstands. A couple sheriffs were trying to arrest you. And the rumor is that you took the nightstick out of the hand and hit the sheriff over the head with it.
No.
Not true.
I've never hit an officer.
Okay.
No, that's
you hear that, right? It's not
Never.
true. But you know what? I heard that for years and years. No. You guys hear about when Jory Marsh took the nightstick out of a cop? It was a sheriff's hand and hit him over the head.
No, that never happened.
So the night that he's talking about, it'd have to be, I think, probably 82, 83. Do you remember?
When the guys went by shooting at the bar and I jumped in the figure eight car and T-boned them as they went by?
It might be something like that, but no. Racing was still going on. I guess you chased somebody out.
Oh, Dupe Ropus, when he went through the gate at the parking lot.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Dupe Ropus, number 10.
Yeah. You chased a little.
I just followed him. I was he come through the infield and blasted me. I'm in the B main trying to make the A main because we didn't qualify or something.
Yeah,
Rusty
yeah.
Adams was driving my other car. He was my backup driver, and I got thrown out.
Okay. So Rusty would run figure eight for you?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, he's very good at it.
Never knew that.
He loved the car. He loved my cars. I mean, they were stock, just Monte Carlo, 77. That's all you needed. And Rusty would get in. I get thrown out for a while. I'll drive it for you. Oh, that's guaranteed money there.
Oh my God, that's freaking cool, dude.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of experience with a lot of different people, good people.
So Craig Brackman said, Joe, you've had a hell of a career. Before I get to his question, Craig, how far back do the wins go for Joey? But he wants to know what your one regret is.
One regret. A lot of regrets. What's the number one regret?
Yeah, what bothers you the most out of all that?
When you get older, you think about things you've done and wasted time of life. You can't get the time back.
Yeah.
That's the biggest regret I got in life because I could have been doing a lot of different things besides sitting here or sitting there.
Yeah.
Because you can't get that time back. Your kids are growing up and you're just busy and you're racing and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're over here and you're over there. And it's like, and now I find it peaceful just to go to a park
Do you really?
Oh yeah, because people irritate me. I just rather not.
Isn't it crazy how our lives have changed, though?
I'm a very confrontational person. I get along good with good people, but but I don't have to fight with everybody. I don't want to. They're fighting with themselves. I don't want to waste no more time. I don't have to.
It's just funny though how we change over the years. Like watching you just when people would. And I know I'm going to get a little graphic here for a second, but I want to say it the way it is so Joey can respond. So when you are walking, like I've watched you walk to a concession stand or go up front and people turn around, fuck you, Joey Mars, you suck. And you would just turn around and smile.
Not a couple times.
You know
talking about that woman, Fat Pat was her name.
I was going to bring that up.
They got rid of glass beer bottles because of her. She took a beer bottle, broke it in half, tried to cut me with it. And I had to defend myself. Then her old man.
That was right behind the grandstands, wasn't it?
Yeah, George Eisenhart was always watched when I come out to go to the restroom and stuff like that. They would be watching, and stuff like that. And they would be watching, and I would come out, and, then people would start. Some people, hey, how you doing? And you get them people, and they're all liquored up, and they're just all slobbering on you, man. You're trying to be nice, and you're looking.
Yeah, but you fed off that a little bit, didn't you? Didn't the part of you just go, they love to hate me?
Well, I don't know about all that. That's fine. You can say what you want to say. Don't put your hands on me.
Yeah.
Because that's not.
Nobody was that dumb, though, were they?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't be surprised.
Like, you would come out of the pits before you're featuring it, and people would start messing with you? Like, in that?
Well, they would. When someone breaks a beer bottle and comes at you.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself.
You got to do what you got to do. And her old man paid the price for it.
Yeah.
I'd rather do him than her. And I snatched him up and put him down face first in the gravel. Didn't hit him, but you know, I mean, I went to school with him, Danny Ferrito. It was a shame, but people do stupid things. And Eisenhart come down. He said, "Come on, man, we got to get you back in the pits." And he walked me out through the parking lot and had me go back in the pits. That's happened a couple times.
How tall were you back then?
About 6'4".
How heavy?
Oh, I got up to 350 probably.
Holy shit, man!
I'm down to 235 now.
Wow.
Working on this. Taking care of. I wish I'd have done this.
Yeah.
That's one of the regrets too, because you don't have to let yourself. But when you go through things and you drink a little bit too much and just eat the wrong foods.
But here's my thing. Okay, you're that big, and you got these scrawny drunks up in the stands.
Get some liquor balls, man. That's what I call. They're stupid. You ain't gonna do nothing, big man. I said, get in this range. I'm gonna show you. You ain't gonna. Boom! I told you, dude. I don't maul them either.
Yeah.
In their place. Get respect. That's
but when we'd have the autograph sessions on the track back in the 80s and you would pull on the track and we would do that stuff, nobody would be a smart ass to you because you were right there. Yeah. Nobody. It's like you back there just signing autographs, signing people's flags and pictures and stuff. But back then, when we were on the racetrack, nobody would say anything to you. Joey, we love you. There was not one guy that would step out there and do that.
There'll be a few. There was an incident in the parking lot. Rusty Adams was driving my car. I was in there, and the race was over, and I was going up to the Vagabond, which we usually do after the races. Family tradition, I guess. I don't know, but I'm on the way. And this carload, there was a big holes, like 98. And it had rained prior to that night of racing, and the parking lot had some mud holes. Somebody wings a beer bottle at me, Joey Marcher.
Dude.
No, I went over there and grabbed the guy by the throat. He's in the back seat. And he grabs my arm.
Leave that comment up.
The guy that's driving the car takes off.
He grabbed your arm?
And they're dragging me across the parking lot. Well, my wife seen that. And she didn't know I got loose and tumbled.
Yeah.
Well, the guy went out to leave. And you know how painful it is when the races are over. There's nowhere to go when you get up.
You're stuck.
So my wife's thinking I'm still hanging on to this car. So she goes flying up there, dude, put in reverse and backed right over top of her radiator. Took the carburetor off, and she didn't have a seatbelt on. And I come running up, and he's out cussing her out. I'm planning him.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the one guy and the other guy, the driver, is trying to get out, and I grabbed him, was pulling him out. Sheriff's department was there. All right, calm down, this and that. And, this one guy come up. I'm not going to mention his name. He come up, and he's acting like he's all cool. And the deputy, I'm trying to tell him what was going on. I'm worried about my wife and stuff like that. And this guy comes up. He tries sucker punching me. He waited until the cop came there.
Oh, he tried being tough on the guy.
Oh, I grabbed him by his head, picked him up, and kissed him right in the mouth. and I put him back down. I said, "Now take us both to jail. Make him my cellie." I'm not like that, but he just got to
Yeah,
know that.
you were trying to make a point.
If get him to swing again, then, but the cops are laughing. He's Joey, calm down.
Did you have a love-hate relationship with the sheriffs?
We play cat and mouse. I always end up being the mouse.
Yeah.
It's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
But when you're on this side of the street in life, you try to get over to the middle, and somehow once you're judged, you're made.
Did one specific sheriff ever try to get you to calm down? Did you have one?
The old school guys, let me tell you something. I had respect for them. I had really respect for them. Tommy Rash, Frank Oswald. One of them even slapped me one time. I was all mad.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. You got to calm down. Tim Mathis. I mean, he'd give me a crack because I was going to hurt somebody over something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he goes, boom. But they understand some people.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a bad guy. I just get wound up.
Yeah.
I'm a little emotional. You know what I mean? When I get angry and upset, and they know who's right and wrong.
So there really wasn't one specific guy that would come to you and go, "Hey, it's time to calm down."
Oh, yeah. A lot of them have done that. Just recently, a few years back, I was home. I wasn't going to the racetrack. Bill gave me a call. Hey, they're coming down here giving me a hard time. And there's this one detective. Can't remember his name. He was up there with Mike Reed and them, and Scott Tukovic and them guys went back there and giving Bill a hard time or something like that. So I come flying with my pickup truck, and I pull right in. Ron Walters, who I've known for years, was there, and Butler was his name, was over there snickering. I'm going off. I said, this stuff ain't cool, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
But I seen Butler snicker, so I went over, bent him over backward. So let me tell you something. I'm yelling, I'm spitting in his face.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready, and Ron Walters let me go for about 5 minutes. All right, Joey, that's enough. Because it's getting to the point where I might snap on him and hurt him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just, I have respect for Ron Walters.
Yeah.
I got it out. I punched my truck and left.
Yeah.
Because I had to hit something. It was, the stuff, I couldn't deal with that well. You guys can do what you want to do to me.
Yeah.
My kids and family alone.
Right.
And I've been told, well, look, he's 30 years old. I said, I don't care if he's 3 or 30 or 4 or 40. He's always going to be my little boy.
Right.
Kids are off limits. What we do to each other, it's like with their kids. Mike's got his kid. Lou Hill Sr.'s got his kid there. His kid's there. Ken Bender has his son there. I know what it feels like. I know what they're going through sometimes. They want to have fun, and sometimes it gets out of hand, and everybody's just got to try to get it.
Isn't Lou Hill Sr. one of the classiest guys?
Yeah, dude. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell some of the stuff. He works on everybody's car.
Yeah.
Even the guys that, he works on everybody's car. He just wants to help people.
Yeah. He's always been that way.
Always been that way.
He's such a class act, man.
Yeah. Always been that way.
Jeff Kokish said, "Hey, Joe, Jeff Kokish, remember back in the day when you had a school bus and how he had fun racing figure? I do remember you having a school bus. Didn't you cut the back off or something?"
Jeff Langford built it. I bought it off of him.
Did you?
It had a back door, folded down. We drove the figure 8 car up in there. After the races,
How fun was it to race with Jeff Kokish?
Oh, it was his dad kind of had a little problem with me there for a while.
I
had to watch him.
Yeah.
It's hard to be friends with everybody. You want to be, but you're out there racing.
It's racing.
It's Rubbins racing, man. You all got the same thing in common. A little bit of respect for each other. And I get the dirty looks for some, and I know I'm not liked. Out of respect, I don't say nothing.
So you had Jeff Kokish. I can't remember what his brother's name was, who worked on the cars all the time. He's going to correct me. But then you had his dad back there.
Yeah, his dad.
So which one was the?
Well, like someone told me one time, not everybody's a Joey March fan.
Yeah.
And I get that, and because everybody there has the same goal, they want to win.
Yeah.
Everybody there brings cars and crew, has family in the stands and fans in the stands.
Yeah.
And if you do something Dick Dastardly to them, if you get a little bit, help them a little bit here and there, and you get away with it, and they try to get you, and you reap what you sow. You got when you do that kind of stuff, you got to expect it back, and that's kind of part of the cat and mouse thing I liked about figure 8 racing.
And I apologize, Jeff. I can't remember your brother's name. Didn't he own like a metal fabricating company, or he worked for one or something? Because I think he built all of Jeff's cars.
Yeah, very good equipment.
Oh yeah, the top notch.
I wish he'd built me one. I'd have probably won more races. I mean, we learned on our own pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we got better at it. And Leonard's helped me out a lot. Francis always supplied me motors.
Jeremy Holbrook said, "There's so many running from the law stories. I've heard about Joe and my dad. I could listen to stories. Do you have one of Jeremy and his dad, or Jeremy's dad and you? Do you have a good story that you can tell legally on the air?
Well, it's not about legally. I don't know. We were just, I don't know.
I'm sure the statute of limitations are up.
I don't know about all that. I mean, we were just ornery. I mean, I don't know. We wasn't too bad. We just ran together. We just like the bikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Jones says, ask Joe if he remembers clearing out the Vagabond with me and my dad.
I've had it a few times. Which time?
Mike Jones. Who is his dad?
Mike Jones Sr.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I worked with him at Penn Virginia Materials.
Let's talk a second about the Vagabond. So everybody back in the day,
growing up at Painesville Speedway in the Vagabond at 15, 16 years old.
And listen, back then the Vagabond was Painesville Speedway.
No, there were a bunch of drywallers that worked very hard for a living.
But if you
up and the country bands were playing, it wasn't like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
The 70s were the old. It was Lake Dine and Dance that come from Township Park.
Okay.
Down there, and everybody in there. There were some bad boys in there I could never run with. Let me tell you something. Dick Shirley, Delmas Miller. There were some boys in there. The Joneses. There was some Eddie Jones. Some tough people in there. And you're growing up in there watching this stuff, and someone's going to try you sooner or later, and you get whooped a couple times, and you learn how to wait a minute.
My favorite part with that would be Bobby Conklin at the end of the night, save your ticket stub. You go over to Vagabond and you get a free beer if you want a free beer.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, you see the sheriff's out front and the place is just a crazy mess.
It happens. I mean, you get a bunch of people together. Yeah.
Was it always the same owner or did Tishner's buy it from somebody?
Tishner bought it from Stan and Sal Lazuka and Stan Kramer.
Okay.
Out of Cleveland.
All right.
Yeah, they owned it for a long time. Tishner, I believe he got it off of them. I think Sal died, and I think Stan sold it to him.
Did those guys, did they attend on Saturday nights? Were they there
as a Speedway?
At the Vagabond?
They were there. I mean, we were getting served in there 15, 16 years old.
Yeah. I mean, that was the back in the day, though.
Right.
People would do that no problem back in the day.
Little choir boys and church mouse just watching the show.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, man, it was wild. It was wild.
Jeff Pfeiffer, Kevin Jaycox was so scared of Joe when he raced at Sandusky. What'd you do to Kevin Jaycox?
Oh,
what did
he do to me? He run me out of there. I go out there running good, running fine. Hamilton was it?
Gary?
The number 2 car.
Oh, that
Sandusky, Justin Hamilton.
Yeah,
he's got that 2 car, and I'm come off of turn 4, and he's leading, and I get a jump on him on the inside. I don't touch him through the corner. I just drag race him into the corner. He's looking over. I'm up to his driver's door. We're going into turn 1. I mean, he's looking. He hears my motor. It's right beside him.
Yeah.
He just turns left, spins himself out. They put me to the tail.
Wow.
I come all the way back up to 3rd. I was hot because I'm already there. Just like the 01. With 50 the other night.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. He said, we don't do that here. I said, guess what? I don't race here no more then. Because I'm not going to be tagged like that.
Yeah.
I'm not coming clear out here to put a show on for you.
Right.
And if I got into Justin, you know what I mean? If I helped him get up, but just out drag racing him and horsepowering him, and I'm up to his door, you got to give in.
Yeah.
To me, anywhere else I've raced, well, we don't do that here. Okay, we won't race here no more. Then have a nice day. That's my polite way of saying.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Lou Hill, this is the kid, I think.
He said that Jeff's brother's name was Jerry.
No, it wasn't.
That's what. Read it. It says Kokish owns.
Was it really Jerry Kokish?
Justin and AMD Custom Welding. Jerry was Jeff's brother. Taught me everything I know about welding.
But he would know.
Wow.
He would know.
There's another good kid right there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So they owned a custom welding shop, correct? Lou, I'm going to call you Junior. Wasn't like off of Lost Nation Road or something, like one of those parkways back there. I think
Speedy Metals was there. I worked for American Asphalt up there for a while off of one of them parkways.
Dave Wallencheck wants to know, how did you come up with the number 21?
Bill Davis.
The
Mighty Mouse on the hood.
Yeah.
He just passed everybody on the outside. He had that I think it was a 331 or 337 small block in that thing.
Yeah.
And he made it so smooth and so easy.
Was that a Chevelle he had?
Yeah, 69 or 7.
Yeah.
Chevelle, something like that, silver. Had the Mighty Mouse on the
That
hood.
guy, Lori asked me,
Slow.
I mean, and that guy, when he got out front, you weren't getting, it was over.
But he passed from back, everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
Ken Bender Sr.
Yeah.
He passed when he had that run. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
gets on the click, they get a car set up, they don't have to touch nobody. They sit there, work the field, and that's what I like watching in racing. Mickey Caranti was a good one.
I actually been trying to get a hold of Bill Davis. He's living in Florida now.
No, he's not. He's not doing too good right now.
Oh shit! I thought Craig Brackman said he was living in Florida.
No,
No.
in fact, I got to give him a call. He's having some health issues.
Let me know, would you?
Yeah.
But yeah, back in the day as a kid, watching him, what were they, sports stock, super stock?
He was part of the Who's Chicken Gang too, in figure 8.
Oh, he was?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
got
that.
a picture. I got some pictures somewhere with him with just a young kid with no mustache either.
Oh man, that would
he
be
raced
great.
with Art Mason. He was part of the Who's Chicken Gang. Then he got into street stock or sportsman or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Back then.
Man, he was badass. That Chevelle was badass.
That number 21 just stuck out. And 21 was a legal age to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That was the goal to hit 21.
Yeah.
I just had to wait a little bit. You know, once I got to 21, I was already acting like I was 30. You know what I mean?
I'm going to, let me see. Justice Schneider said.
Real quick, Blue Hill said you're talking to senior.
I'm talking to senior. Okay. I hope you heard the part where I said you're a class act. You know, you've always been that way.
Everybody knows that.
You know, you're such a great guy. You help so many people, man. And, you know, and guys like when he passes away and all these guys that help, who's there to replace him? There's nobody there that's doing that kind of stuff.
If you don't recruit these younger drivers, some of these guys, like I moved up out of the way, my son took over, you know, because I got told, hey, you're letting your kid win. I said, no, I'm not. You know, as a matter of fact, here, I moved out of it, and then that's when I started watching. I said, okay, because my back was getting bad. My feet were giving me a hard time. I wasn't feeling the throttle right. I'm losing my advantage that I had over the years.
Yeah.
You know, and it's time to watch a little bit. I probably had a couple more in me. Probably still could do it now, but the way it gets, I don't want to take the chance of getting in that weird wreck.
Right.
My mind can do it. My heart can do it.
Your body
just can't take the hits no more. You don't want to end up in a wheelchair. I mean,
I get it.
You know, 70 ain't no joke.
and it's hard to believe. Justice Schneider said, besides yourself, who is the all-time greatest driver, Painesville Speedway driver? Hold on before you answer that.
Okay.
So what we're going to do here in a second, Laura's going to tell us when it's 8:18. We're doing a memorial or remembering Kyle Busch for 18 seconds at 8:18. So we're going to get quiet for 18 seconds. Laura didn't crash the show and lose the volume or anything like that, like she normally does. So at 8:18, we'll take 18-second break to think about Kyle Busch and his family and all the things he's done. So. All right. So I hope you took a moment and thought about Kyle and his family and the number 18. I guess they're doing something really big at Bowman Gray Stadium coming up with the legend cars, right? Isn't there the whole evening? So,
Saturday, yep.
But Joe, the last question was, besides yourself, who is the all-time greatest driver at Painesville Speedway?
That's a hard one. That would be take all time. There's so many great.
Yeah.
Rusty Adams, Mickey Caranci, the Hurricane Division, and pony cars when they run the Camaros and the Mustangs. There was just so many in figure 8. Big Daddy Bob Fade, Bill Davis was good in figure 8 too. The Who's Chicken Gang. There's just a group of people. I don't see how you could pick just one.
Yeah,
I really don't. Wally Arkland was good. Cora's husband. I mean, the Butterpuff Girls were tough. Back in the 60s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how can you pick just one?
Man, I never knew that Bill Davis ran some figure 8 races. That's crazy.
The Who's Chicken Gang. That's what he started, and he got into that. And he was such a precise person on building his engines, and his cars were unique. And he took the time. And matter of fact, my only motor I ever built, he walked me through it to put it so I could. I put one motor together.
Yeah.
And then I really started winning races. You got to do this. You got to put the crank. Set the bearings. We're going to do the rings. I'm going to show you.
You know, not too many cars nowadays. The sportsman division, you could do it, but our cars nowadays are not set up that way. But back then, for him to have it figured out, Bill Davis have it figured out, that sports stock class, and like you said, he'd run the outside and pass 2 or 3 cars in a corner.
Right.
You know, to to have it figured out back then. James Parker said, Joe, did you ever race with Chesbro? Chip Chesbro.
Cloverleaf, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, Cloverleaf a little bit. And I don't think I know about Lorraine. Maybe at Lorraine. The Ford out there. I was the only first Ford to win 3 features in a row at Lorraine with that. I bought that car for $500 from Bob Troha, Bill Davis. They worked at Ed Pike Lincoln Mercury. Bill Davis, they took it apart. It was a basket case.
Okay.
I was working for Nick Bitt at Auto Site. I used their slide back. I went over to Bob's house, give him $500. He told me how to put the heads back on, how to torque them.
Yeah.
We put that Torino LTD2 body on the Torino car. Timmy Pierce would come over. We stick welded it. We didn't push it in the garage. We pull it out, work on it, put it back in the garage. I had a figure 8 car over here. 1 garage back at the time. And we went down to Paynesville. It was brown primer. I got pictures of it. We put a white shoe polish number on it. We were running behind it, turned pink, and they're making fun of the car.
Yeah.
I qualified 3rd for the dash.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I never drove. It has so much torque. And I went to Lorraine with that Ford, and I won 3 heats, 3 pursuits, and 3 features in a row. I was 10th fastest.
Wow.
They couldn't get that Ford. Them Chevys could run, right? That Ford had the torque coming off the corner, and it was to win at Lorraine. When you first go out there, and anything is your first times is unreal. But to have a car that you paid $500 for,
to be doing that,
500 more into it,
and out there winning like that,
and winning races, and it was just unreal. That same car I took to only raced at Barberton one time. I got asked never to come back. Timmy Pierce had told me and the wife down there. I think it was 82 or 83. It was a July 4th special race. It was that many laps of the year it was. That Ford had a manual steering box.
Oh my God, Joe!
I started 3rd. I finished 3rd.
Wow!
I put 8 guys on the trailer.
Did you really?
Back bumper was dragging the ground. They tried to go in the dirt and pass me underneath. Well, my figure 8 attitude come back.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No, and here at the end of the race, the flagman come over and said, "Look, you're in every caution." I said, "Look at the back of my car. Get away from it." I'm told to get away from it.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to go off. You know what I mean? These guys are trying to pump me out. That just don't work.
A lot of us didn't know Timmy Pierce. We just knew him from the racetrack.
Good dude.
I was just going to ask you, can you tell us a little bit about him?
Well, that day, let me tell you about the Barberton story.
Okay.
It's kind of cute. Timmy's not a scrapper by far. He's a lover.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
Good father, good husband, good guy all around. He would come over and work on my car. I couldn't get up underneath the dash to do the welding. He would come over and do that. His brother, Jeff Pierce, helped me a lot. That day at Barberton, the race is over, and I got all these people wanting to come over and bump me. They're just
really.
Timmy had a state body truck, and he pulled my car down there, and I get back on top of the truck. I told my wife, I said, "Help me with this bar." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "These guys are coming over here." She had to help me lift. My arms are so wore out.
Leave that
doing 80-some laps. I can't even lift this bar up. So they're coming over. They're barking. I said, "Come on up here and get you some." You know what I mean? Today would have they'd have got me. I was whooped. I was soaking wet. My arms, I couldn't even lift them.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick the bar up. That's how weak my arms
were.
And the cops come over. "Look, we're going to give you an escort out of here, but the owner liked you never to come back." I said, "You get me out of here. You got a deal."
Wow.
And that's the only time I raced at Barberton.
Did you like the place at all or no?
No, Paynesville had the hairpin corners.
Yeah.
That was kind of, I like Lorraine. I like Cloverleaf, Paynesville. I don't like running street stock at Paynesville. I'd rather run figure 8 because there's not enough room.
Is your favorite street stock track Lorraine?
I was in Cloverleaf was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cloverleaf, my first time going there.
Were you like, holy shit, this is like Daytona?
We went in the back of a pickup truck.
Did you really?
Anytime you go somewhere for your first time, you're never going to forget it.
Yeah.
Buddy Bortz, Eugene Bortz, I went to school with him. His dad worked on somebody's car. We loaded about 5 or 6 of us, young teenage kids. We drove to Cloverleaf Speedway in the back of a pickup truck. And the first time I was there, I was like Disney World.
Yeah.
It was the stuff. Man, 480 Bridge wasn't done yet.
But it was the place to be back then for big time racing,
Oh, dude, it was the cars, the atmosphere. To get that back,
yeah,
like the old days at Paynesville, the same thing when you pulled in there. It's just changed so much.
Randy Lett has a comment, but wasn't there something we were talking about Randy Lett before? I can't remember now.
I don't know why you didn't bring it up when he was on here.
What can you? We talked about it.
I guess I could. That night that I hit that tire sideways and I went to the hospital, I was a little upset about the whole situation. I know he didn't mean to do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Mike Reed had them all ticked off, and I was the next guy coming through, and he kind of put me sideways, and I went.
This was Randy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he backed off, and I went sideways. If that tire wouldn't have been there, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I'd have got spun out.
Yeah.
That tire, that's after getting hit in the door by Fuller.
Yeah. This was the same night?
Yeah, the same night.
Holy shit.
Later, a few laps later, after I got hit in the door, that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I should have just went off and whooped Fuller and got it over with. You know what I mean? Instead of staying in the car.
Yeah.
So I wasn't happy about it, and I'm like, man, there's a bar down the street from where he works at, Yankees, who sponsored my car, and I'm up there getting a little liquored up. I'm looking over where Randy's working at, and
What, you can see Randy?
I see his place where he's working at.
Okay. So you're at Jackie's bar.
Yeah, and
you're looking out the window.
And I go across the street. I pull in. Angie Coffin's out there. I said, Randy in there? He goes, yeah, you want me to get him? I said, no, never mind. I got it. I backed my black Chevy van in there. I lit them tires up for 10 minutes. There was more smoke coming out of that place than you ever seen.
Wait, you backed your van into the factory, the building he was at?
What's that trailer place? What was the name of it?
Oh,
NASCAR trailer. Yeah,
high-tech trailer.
I backed it right in there, lit that place up.
Did you really?
Good thing about that, I quit drinking for a bunch of years after that.
Did you?
On the way home, I took my ways back home that I used to go.
Yeah.
And he called me, dude, what's wrong with you? I said, what's wrong with you? I mean,
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't even check on me. I know we didn't, I didn't do nothing to you. And it was one of them things. You get, and you get liquor, you get drinking on, man, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And so, it's just, it feeds on you.
Not speaking for Randy, I just wonder he didn't check on you because he was.
No, he probably didn't even know.
Yeah.
People go on about their things and stuff like that. I mean.
But Joe, you were at Jackie's, having some drinks.
Yeah. Ask Angie.
And what were you drinking?
Jack Daniels.
So you're drinking Jack Daniels. You happen to look across the street, see a high-tech trailer.
I was there for a reason. I was probably going to go there anyhow.
Were you?
Yeah, probably.
So then you back your van in there and just smoke it out.
Dude, I had these big tires. Ask Randy. He called me. I said, dude, you're going to get in trouble. Yeah, you're right. But, you're. Yeah, your adrenaline's going. Yeah, you're not happy, and it's a good thing.
Well, this is what Randy just said.
What's that?
This is before we started talking about this. Joe's a great guy. Helped me a lot growing up. Helps my son Kurt out too. Thanks for all the great memories. 21.
Yep.
Now, hopefully.
And then as you were talking, he said, "Sorry, Big Joe."
Well, it's just the way my feelings were.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
All the things I've gotten into, people. I don't care how big I am. I got a heart, dude.
Yeah.
I got feelings. You know what I mean? And I can act tough and all that stuff, but and I can be tough. Just be.
Well, just in all fairness, I don't know if were you watching when Randy and Chris and them were on? Randy fell asleep eating M&Ms on the show, right?
You can do that.
It was pizza.
It was pizza.
I thought he fell asleep eating M&Ms.
No.
He was eating the pizza. Well, he did eat like 8 slices of pizza.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah. And if Laura's going to post a clip here in a couple of days of that whole situation.
Tomorrow.
She's going to, you're going to post it tomorrow? Mm-hmm. He just dozes off. We're in this conversation. Randy's
that
just
comfort zone.
I was like, don't invite this guy over for Thanksgiving. He's passing out. Laura, why don't you read this big one?
All right. Matt Wilson said, my first year in street stock, the first dash race, I made Joe, I think, was 4th fastest. And I was 2nd. And on the last lap, I hit him and he got sideways. He saved the car one-handed while flipping me off and won the race and then slowed down to see who it was. Growing up hearing all the stories about Joe from Stosh and my dad, I was scared shitless and wouldn't pass him to get off the track. So the guy that finished 3rd passed us both to get off the track, and Joe hit that guy thinking it was me who hit him. I think that's what he meant to say. But yeah, so that's what he said.
But you had that. I mean, you're seriously sideways, Joe.
I'm not the one. I'm just not the one. Respect is the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's about respecting. Now, wait a minute. If I do something to you, I expect it back.
Yeah.
You guys really, it's not about winning races. It's about the disrespect that you get. I
Yeah.
have a problem with that.
But Joe, I want you to think about this for a minute. You're sideways going to the corner. You're still racing.
Same thing to Bill Penn. Never
and
lifted.
you stuck your middle finger out while it's still racing.
Never lifted. Never lifted. Crank that wheel to the right, put it to the floor, and drift that car right through. Let them know.
Wow. That's great. But you understand that, our generation of guys, if we pull on a track and you're behind us, the first thing we're thinking of is we got to fucking go. Joe's coming, man. We only have a certain.
That's what I'm there for. That's what the whole object of the thing is, right? And to do that, have had good runs. I've had many 7 feature wins in a row, 5, 3. I've won 2013, I think it was 8 or 9 pursuits in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
In the figure 8 division. And that's just getting the outside and staying out there, like Bill Davis used to do, like Ricky Carranza, like Ken Bender Sr. used to do, like Rusty Adams used to do. You learn that outside group. A lot of guys practice on the lower right. You know how the car's going to handle it. Get out there and test the marble.
Yeah, yeah.
Set your car up to run the outside because it pains when you're not going to win unless you can do that.
I have to ask Kevin Shockey. There was a night that I started on the inside pole. And there was a shit ton of us cars, and you were starting last. And I got out in the lead probably, I'd say 3 laps, 4 laps.
How
I was
long did it
leading.
take me to catch you?
It wasn't that. Someone spun you around.
Oh, well, that happens too.
And we were coming up in the intersection, and I stopped. Because I knew you weren't stopping.
Oh, I don't stop.
You weren't stopping.
No.
I stopped. And the whole they freight trained me.
Oh, yeah.
It went by me.
I said, when I go through the center of the corner, I'm looking down at the other end, and I get the timing of the cars. And I may slow down through the center so when I hit the gas, I'm not going to go up the intersection and stop.
Yeah.
I'm going through.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw, you're going through. You got to tuck your butt sometimes and pitch the car sideways so you don't get hit. There's a way of whipping the wheel back and forth and hit the throttle. You can do this way. Go with the car the way it's coming.
Yeah.
Go with them. Cock it this way or cock it the other way.
But there's guys.
They'll try to hit you.
There's guys that will cross us and we'll keep going. You know what I mean?
Jeff Marvin last time he raced, how we went through the intersection?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you do it.
I seen him last week or 2 weeks ago when he bounced off the tire in turn 2, went airborne.
We all did that back then. He's a legend too.
So
in his own ways.
There's guys that we'll cross with and we won't stop. But I think majority, if we see you coming to our right, we're stopping.
That's the intimidation game.
But we know you're going to hit us. That's the thing.
I don't want to hit nobody.
Yeah,
yeah. Then you're done and you got to fix your car.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you make enemies. You might hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But that challenge is the whole thing. It's in your mind.
Yeah,
I'm in your head.
Big
That's
time.
why you're hitting the brake.
Yeah.
And I know that. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And I
can
hit somebody. You don't want to. The object is to make it look as close as possible. Make the much time as possible.
Yeah.
Make the laps consistent. Get that rhythm going.
And Jeff Marvin is so good at that now, man. Like when he got spun around a couple weeks ago, what did he finish, 2nd or 3rd?
3rd. He got back up to 3rd.
But he was in last. He got spun around. He got stuffed at that tire.
Well, the track, they'll stack up as the race goes when lap traffic gets involved. And that's when you got to try to pick and move and figure out where to pass certain people. You got to learn your opponent, how they drive and what they're capable of, how their car is. Is their car loose? Is it pushing? I'd rather pass each car instead of start in front of them.
Yeah.
Because, I want to see where they're at and how they're running. And there's dry spots. If that track ain't shining, that means it's dry.
What I'm going to do in a couple minutes, Joe, is I'm going to throw some names at you from the past. Mm-hmm. And I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. So any of you people out there want to throw a name out there and you want to hear Joe's response to that name, we'll do it. So Craig Brackman said, Joe, when I found the video of you getting kicked out after hitting Durkin, what was that about?
Oh, you got time?
I was so
finish this and then let him tell.
I was so nervous calling you, asking if I could post it. You were so gracious, understand the history of the track and the importance of people watching and seeing the clip. Pete Durkin?
Yeah, Pete Durkin.
Oh,
Pistol
boy.
Pete Durkin.
Oh, boy.
I started talking to him again.
Did you?
Talking to him for a while, because I just, I go through a lot of things, and sometimes you ain't got the patience for it.
Yeah.
And then again, the Lord's Prayer, forgive me for my trespass. I forgive those who trespass against us. So I got to forgive everybody, or I'm not going to be forgiven. I've been no choir boy.
And I do want to talk about that. It's funny how we go through life. We were talking about this before we went on air. We all find God in our own ways.
Eventually, if I found him, anybody can find him.
Yeah. What was your finding of God moment? Do you remember what it was?
A lot of things were going on. Matter of fact, it was right after I went up and smoked up the trailer place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're on a roller coaster ride to hell.
Yeah.
You got the hill climb, you got the down.
Yeah.
Then you got the curve. Then all of a sudden you're going fine. All of a sudden there's a double loop and a course going, holy shit, the ride starts all over again.
Yeah.
It's like I had to get off of it. You look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And that was my moment with God. I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I see.
Yeah.
And I think everybody needs to do that. Before they go barking about somebody else, they got to look in the mirror and look at themselves. And if you wonder why things happen to you, which there's a lot happened to me, and I don't blame nobody for nothing but myself. even
It's changed your life though, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you think you're done with it, and then you go over to a so-called friend's house and you end up getting shot and life flighted to Metro. That was
I know you really don't want to talk about that, but
it don't bother me.
But holy shit, man! You guys were like best friends.
I can understand. No, we were never best friends.
Oh, I thought you guys were best friends.
We busted each other's balls.
Oh,
instead of him saying, "Hey, Joe, I don't appreciate it," he just went and set me up and jumped. He figured I wasn't going to do nothing.
That's what happened. Like he tried to jump you.
Oh, he did jump me.
Holy fuck!
He was ready. He was ready.
Holy shit! So is that the first time you've ever been shot?
Oh yeah.
Is it really?
Been shot at, but never hit.
Yeah.
I mean, shot me here. The bullet's still in me.
It's still in you right now?
Yeah.
Why won't they take it out?
He said it's an RA place.
Okay.
If it bothers me to take it out.
I hate to ask a stupid question, but a lot of people out here are wanting to know how bad that fucking hurt.
Burned.
Is it just a burning sensation?
I got more madder when he stood over top of me, welcome to Dayton, Ohio, mother effer, and laughed in my face.
He what?
I stood over top of me, kneeled down, picked up the shell casing. Kurt was holding the T-shirt on my stomach. I see the blood. I figured I'm dying.
Yeah.
He shot me right 2 inches right of the navel, stuck it in my stomach and pulled the trigger.
Wow.
And when he stuck it in, his wrist must have bent down. He shoved it in that hard and went down because it hit the pelvic bone, and that's where it's at.
Holy shit, Joe.
5 o'clock in the afternoon, you're out having a good time.
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
a cookout. Next thing you know, you get life flighted to Metro. Next thing you know, you're home at 1 o'clock in the morning with a bullet in you. You go, what just happened?
So have all your years, is that like the worst thing? Or have you been like stabbed and stuff before?
No. I had a CO of Pat's Village Inn. We went in there one night, minding our own business. There was a group of people up there, 3 couples. And someone started making a remark about my size and stuff like that.
Oh,
I kind of looked over and smiled. And the guy goes, you ain't that big man. I said, you guys have a nice evening. Well, one of their friends came in, and I'm standing there watching them. I always have my back against the wall in the corner. Patrick's cooking. He kind of owns the bar. This guy comes up. He said, you know what, big man? He had a knife in his hands. I'll cut your throat. I smiled at him. The wall was right behind him. I hit him so quick. I broke his nose. He went down and peed his pants. Patrick come out of the kitchen. What happened? I said, give him the knife. He said, I ain't got no knife. I said, give him the knife or I'll hit you again. I picked him up by his throat. He handed Patrick the knife.
Holy shit.
And the people at the bar said, and here, 3 weeks later, the guy's a CO at the Lake County Jail, got busted for selling crack.
Are you serious?
Those were all COs and their families.
Holy shit.
And I just walked in. I'm a little loud when I walk in. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? This
pretty much everybody knows you where you go, though.
Right. Sometimes a couple people may leave.
Yeah.
I'm a little wound up a little bit. And I'm getting out of here. Back in the days. But
what did Henderson say? I didn't get his comment.
He just got on because he was coaching, but growing up, the 21 was the show. That little wagon was a unit.
It really was.
406 Francis engine, man.
So let's talk about the wagon. Randy Lett just said something. Randy Lett said, that's Ken Bender's best memory of Joe. The night me and him wrecked, Ken said he threw his tire and wheel and brake drum.
Oh, that's
like it was a glazed
red car. That's not the wagon. That was the red car. When I hit the tire, the wheel snapped off.
You picked it up and threw it?
Put it on the roof of the car.
Oh, you didn't throw it at these guys?
No.
Oh.
They moved on. They get away from me when that's.
Oh, shit.
No, I picked the wheel up, threw it on the car.
So I thought you threw it at Randy. I was going to say, oh, shit. Rob Cromie, 2013 Pursuit Races. I was new and just waiting for Joe to pass me from the back. I got a lot of second place Pursuit finishes. Thanks, Joe.
So did Mike Reed. Mike Reed one time come up to me and says, why don't you put some tires on that thing? You'll go fast. You cannot qualify, man. I said, it'd be cheaper for me if you just slow down if you're that worried about it. Mike didn't want to start in front of me because he's running for points all the time, which I do, but he's a point crackhead.
Yeah.
He's possessed with winning the championship.
Mike is?
Yeah, he's really, that's what he does.
That's his thing.
I like having fun.
Yeah.
Points are cool, but I like having fun.
Yeah.
So if he starts in front of me and I get to jump on the outside, and I pass him, he's eliminated. So if he just stays behind me and I wipe everybody out, he gets second place. He's only 5 points behind me instead of maybe getting eliminated earlier. So I just don't want. Why don't you just slow down if you're that worried about it? No sarcastic humor.
Alan Wood said, Joe, I've seen you touch a bumper going through the X, that single spark going. Yeah, he's right. There's been a lot of times where you would just nick somebody.
Right. You can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it in the stands, like he said. You could see it.
The crowd loves that stuff.
Oh, my God.
The hitting is one thing, but you're tearing your car up, and someone may get hurt. And
the crowd loves the close calls.
Oh, when you hear that ooh,
yeah,
when you're in a race car, you know you got them.
Yeah, yeah.
They got their money's worth right there.
You know, in figure eight racing, so Painesville Speedway, I believe, is the only track in the whole country that's a figure eight track that wets it down.
I think it's a good thing.
Flat Rock, where I've been going for years, back in the 80s and 90s, I used to go there and watch it just for the figure eight. Mm-hmm. Dennis Wisman Sr., who is just like you, he was winning championships, very dominant. They had tons of cars. They do it in the dryness. And back then, I don't know if they still do. Back then, I think they were using V6s in those cars.
Here's the thing. We could do the dry track and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The people we have racing there wouldn't be safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Something's got to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone's going to get killed. I mean, they're clipping. You seen that hit 2 weeks ago with Johnny Leonard and Louisville?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the one car stopped, the 9 car stopped. Johnny Leonard didn't look and thought he was going to go through. He couldn't see through the guy's car.
Yeah.
And Louisville Jr. seen the guy at number 9 stop going this way, and all of a sudden here Johnny Leonard pops out. That's the worst hit you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
Is when someone darts out behind the car. That's why a lot of guys like Reed and Menders, they have the lights on their car. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you're on the other side, you might be able to see the motion of a light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To let you know that there's another car on the other side. I'm paying attention when I'm going through the center.
I bet you he didn't have time to go, oh shit. I bet you it happened so fast.
No, and that's how I'm now seeing him make that move. Because he said he didn't see MJ a few weeks before that when he clipped him.
Yeah,
he was looking over at Ryan Turner. That's what he told me. I'm like,
okay,
I'm, okay,
yeah,
okay. But then seeing that, he said, "Well, didn't see him." I'm like, "Oh, maybe this guy's telling the truth." I mean, you know what I mean? It can happen.
Justice Schneider wants to know, who was your biggest rival?
Changed from year to year.
Yeah,
I guess me and Marvin and Reed, we've always been rivals. Always. Stevie Witt was a good rival that one year. He finished second to points. Sean McFadden. I mean, rivals.
I thought it was the
rivals are all depends on what you're talking about. Racing for points, or just people that you're going to bump heads with. Or
before we get into talking about some more racing, this is what I want to do. I want to have a little bit of fun. And I'm going to throw some names at you. And if anybody's watching, this is an open forum. Joey's not going out of his way to piss people off, but I want to talk about the past a little bit and the growth of figure racing, Joe. If you want to accept it or not, is part of you. You helped figure eight racing grow to what it is today. How many people wanted to be like you or George Puskis or any of those guys out there?
There's a lot of good ones back in the day.
So
I learned from them. I mean,
yeah. So I'm going to throw names at you and just say the first thing that comes to your mind, and I'll go to the next one. All right. So let's start with George Puskis.
George, good guy. He taught me a lot. Taught me a lot of stuff a lot of people don't like, but that's where I learned it from. Racing back in the day with him.
All right. So I'm going to ask you this with George Puskis then. Did you guys back in the day put concrete in the frames?
No, that was Gordon Allen, as far as I know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides the sand in the gas tank.
Yeah.
I mean, he outsmarted all of us. He'd come there.
Oh, he was good.
Him and Kyle Matz would come there with 355s, waiting the cars, new tires. Cost of racing went up, and they come to town.
Yeah.
And they're coming to my backyard, and I took that as you guys think you are, Cherry Tree Lane.
I don't remember. You would probably remember this. Who was the guy in figure eight racing? It was either Gordon or Kyle that had the big fuel cell in there, but it was only half full. The rest was lead or weight in the bottom.
I don't know about that, but I know about the gas tank when Gordon ran a bumper over. Sand was pouring out of it. That's how they caught him the one time.
So he had the sand in the bottom of the
stock fuel tank.
Okay.
He had a fuel cell in the car. No one thought to check.
Oh.
I didn't think about doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
I drove with my attitude, my whatever you call it.
Yeah, yeah.
I just drove.
Yeah.
I didn't think about, we didn't work on race cars. We just took the windows out and chained the doors shut and had at it. And all of a sudden we're getting smoked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys are coming in. Wait a minute. Well, first and second.
You got to remember Matson and Gordon back in those days, man. They were just like you.
They come with race cars. Though.
Yeah.
And they had talent. No, I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
I like to see them drive what we were driving and do what they did.
Yeah.
I don't think they do so good.
Yeah.
The stuff that the improvements they made, like I said, the cost of racing went up. We had to keep up with them.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with racing today is it got so expensive. Who wants to go out there and take a risk on the money that they're spending. Paynesville was built on affordable racing.
Yeah.
Contact, bump and run.
Yeah.
Get down, get dirty, maybe get a scrap here and there, get loud.
Yeah.
Rip your shirt off, run across the track after somebody. Whether you catch them or not, don't matter. It's all fun.
Honestly, that has
Dale Marsh jumping in the back of somebody's window,
that was great.
Pete Durkin's car. I mean,
that was great.
Standing a tire up, trying to flip the car over on purpose.
Bill Harkin said 9% of the time, if you hit somebody in the intersection, you pretty much did that on your own. Looking off to the corners if you're faster than the person coming your way. It's true.
All timing.
It's so true.
And there's one more question.
Okay.
Up here for you.
And I'm going to ask you separately about, I need your Gordon Allen and then Kyle Madsen. I'll throw them at you. Jim Foos, Joe, how about the guy at Paynesville last week challenging you to a match race? What?
He was one of my biggest fans. You just didn't understand him. He's trying to get me back in the race car.
Oh.
He wasn't challenging me to race against me.
He was challenging to get you in a car.
He wants to get me back in the car so I can show everybody else how to do it. He's such a Joey March fan. He's harmless. He just doesn't speak very well.
If you got the right car, would you try it at least once or twice?
I thought about it, but after I seen last week, I don't want to. Them guys start tanking each other. I don't want to end up in the wheelchair. No,
but they were doing that for $1,500 to win.
Some guys do it just.
Marvin wanted that money so freaking bad, dude.
Jeff will do that for the money.
He wanted that money so bad. You could see him coming around that corner, his eyes wide open, man.
Yeah.
He wanted that win so freaking bad.
He comes out when the money's big.
Who ended up winning that? Ryan Turner? Is he won that?
Yes.
Ryan Turner won that.
Yeah. Who's actually a good wheelman.
Yeah, he got a bad break last week. One car spun sideways and hit the other car. And that guy's got a welded rear end on water. Why would you do that? Leave it open wheel.
Yeah.
You'll go faster. Then we'll have to rear ends. A welded rear end, you can't run on water. You're going to go around every time you hit the throttle too hard.
I didn't know that. So
38 cars got a welded rear end. It's stupid.
So all your cars was just an open rear end? It's just one single?
Back when the day, and I'm thinking that's the way they need to go because they need to get a little bit of speed out of these cars.
Well, don't tell them that. So if you can come back racing.
It's not going to get me back racing. I'm thinking about safety for everybody.
Yeah.
And then POS units are $250, $300 or something like that. It'd be that less money you have to put in the car. And we raced many years with open rear ends. We put on a good show.
Yeah.
And then people don't care if you're doing 14 seconds or 15 seconds. They want to see action. They don't care about your speed.
Remember Gordon would pull us out on the racetrack and Jack Ure end up him and Jeff Hope.
Yep.
And then how many cars they would go, get off.
They check my car so much. They don't want to give me the credit. They think I'm cheating. So I said, I'm not, you do.
That's funny. Justice said again, 2 questions.
Well, you already answered the first one, so do that second one. Have you ever wrecked someone?
Where's that at?
Are you reading?
Oh, if you ever wreck someone on the last lap, if you have to still do it. Wait, what? It's kind of confused. Yeah.
Have you ever wrecked someone on the last lap? If you have
for the win,
do you still think it's okay to do it in today's racing?
Today's racing, NASCAR does it. I mean,
But like you said earlier, you got to do what it takes to win.
Well, here's the fine line. It all depends who it is. If they've done you dirty, you keep a scorecard. Everybody does. I don't want to hear them lying to me.
Yeah.
And you don't want it. It all depends who it is. I had my first feature. My son, when he passed me, we were coming around. He was setting me up. I'm watching. I see this number up on the scoreboard, so I know it's Billy. And we're coming up on a lap car, Chuck Sadar, and Bill makes the move on the inside. Now, if that wouldn't have been him, I mean, he made a good move. He had me beat, and Sadar come in, used Sadar as a pick.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, I'd have shipped Sadar up in front of him.
Right.
And went underneath.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that to him.
Yeah.
I mean, would it have worked? It might not have. He still might have won the race. Who knows what could happen? But yeah, I've taken chances like that.
So when you come around, let's say you're coming around the corner and you're getting ready to make your left to go up turn 4.
We're all going for it.
Yes.
and you spin through between the tires, you're going for it. I've been on both ends of that. I've had people take me out, and I've taken people out going for the checkered flag at the end. Not to hurt them, but you just put it to the
It's
floor.
about to win, man.
It's what you're there for.
So going back to throwing names out there, so let's throw out Gordon Allen next.
He was a blessing in so many ways. It's a shame we started out the way we did. Like I say, coming into my hometown, my turf.
Yeah.
From Cherry Tree Lane with your hot rods.
Yeah.
Then moving me out of the way and just blowing by me.
It
hurt my pride. We were going down the back straightaway. It's not really funny. It kind of was. We're going down the back straightaway. Gordon got up underneath me, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Just like the old one the other day. Well, I turned down into him, run him right into the tire. I mean, he was right beside me, trying to push up. I'm pinching him down into the grass. He hit that tire head on.
Oh, shit.
See his false teeth pop out, dude. It scared me.
I know it's not funny, but
no,
it's funny.
it wasn't, because it folded. You ever see that picture of his car folded up?
Yeah, I have,
That's
actually.
the one.
Holy shit, I don't know that was you guys.
I run him into the tire. I mean, no, you're not moving. I'm no punk. You're not running me out of the way.
Yeah.
And I know you got way more than I got. No, it's a pride thing.
You know what the crazy thing with Gordon Allen was? He was a freaking engineering genius. Genius. People don't realize that.
Look what he did to Painesville Speedway, how big he built it. Or he left it in bad shape.
It was a shithole when he got it.
Yeah, the walls were all torn.
Grass was coming up through the center of the track.
I mean, Gordon, he had a way. He, like you say, he designed things, he figured things. He'd be up there doing the lights. You go talk to him. But sometimes I go try to iron things out between me and him. And, you can't be like you were. I said, you can't come here and tell me how to be, dude. You just don't get, you're wrong. You know what I mean? We're going to have, we got into it.
How many times did he sick Betty on you?
I didn't, Betty, I was more worried about her than
I know, because
looks.
There were times I would watch you in line with her signing in, and she'd go, Joey, not tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And you would just start giggling.
But here's the thing. Tourette's, I got this thing, man. I start rolling. It rolls. I don't think what I say. I say what I think.
Yeah.
And it's not good all the time. It's just not good. Because a lot of people.
Betty would have fun with you though in the pit line. But she knew.
But I get that. I get all that. She probably wasn't happy me running Gordon the tire either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me and Mark would get into it here and there, and everybody. But we're here to do this.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't exactly coming here pounding on your chest like you're something tough. It's
right.
A male ego thing. It's all about the male ego, male pride.
There was a time that Kyle Madsen and Gordon didn't realize that people were starting that race just to take them out.
Well,
and we got
into it one time. Bubba Madsen jumped out of that van one time, cracked me in the forearm with a 4-wheel lug wrench. I blocked.
What?
Oh yeah, we got into it one good time. We were rolling.
Bubba Madsen?
Yeah. Hey,
Quiet Bubba.
I got respect for him for that.
Yeah.
You got a set. I like that.
He got out with a forearm?
Oh, yeah. He went to hit me in the head, and I blocked it. I thought he broke my forearm. He bounced off and he jumped back in the van. He went up front.
You never got a hold of him?
No, I probably didn't want to with that 4-way.
Yeah.
You don't win every battle. You know what I mean? You don't win every battle. That's just why, that's sometimes you got to take it.
Okay. I don't know if this is Justice Snyder. Do you remember knocking out a NASCAR guy? Share the story.
Oh, boy. Down at Billy Bob's in Daytona Beach.
Wait.
Yeah, he did. He did say it was in Florida.
So you're Billy in Daytona
Bob's.
For the
first time there at Billy Bob's.
Yeah, but you went down for the Daytona 500. I'm assuming.
I go there every year with my sister-in-law. Lives in Daytona Beach. She worked at the Speedway.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we go there.
So you go down there and go ahead.
I'm just having fun, man. I went down for my first time for Bike Week. Then I started going down for Speed Week because I love that Daytona Speedway.
Yeah.
To me,
it is pretty badass.
That they go rumbling by and hit you in the chest.
Yeah.
Jeff Bodine come through the fence in that truck. I was sitting right in the handicap.
Oh shit! Were
right
you
next
really?
to it, all the debris. Dude, I helped the guy that got his collarbone broken with one of the speaker poles. That's when they moved him to the back.
Yeah.
Those guys are ruthless. This guy had a bucket of beer. Got his clock clean. He's laying there unconscious. They're coming down, grabbing his beer and drinking his beer.
Were they really?
Are you really? Are you guys serious? This guy's out. They're taking his beer. It was wild. It was wild.
So let's hear how the fight developed.
Dale Francis and Timmy Pierce was there. They're eating steak up at the bar.
Yeah.
My wife and my sister-in-law, Becky Sue and Kevin Stover, were over. They're eating in the dining hall. It's a big bar. It's a big bar.
Yeah.
It's huge. And they had like 2 or 3 tables put together. These guys were dressed slacks. They're wealthy people. You can tell. And I was standing there talking with Dale and Timmy and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, here comes this guy running his mouth about, he ain't that big. I can take him. I'm
like out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. I didn't even look at him. I'm trying to ignore him. Dale goes, they're talking about Man, I'm used to this.
What was he saying? Do you remember? Like
about being my size and stuff.
Are you serious?
No,
what the hell is the matter with people?
They get them liquor balls. They got that big little guy syndrome, man, about big guys. They want to try you. I mean, they just And I'm not even looking at them. And and when I got little. When I start doing this, I'm loosening up.
Yeah,
just in case it's going to go somewhere. The guy goes to the restroom. My wife comes walking up. What's going on? Because she's kind of like watching me. She's seen me.
So she's knowing something.
Oh, she knows something's going on because the way I'm getting antsy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I start doing my nose thing and moving my hair back. And I'm sitting there, got the beer in my hand, and one of the guy's friends come up. He goes, "Listen, big man, watch yourself." One of his friends.
Wow.
They were with the Cartoon Network racing team.
Okay.
Guy comes back, and my wife's standing right there. He goes, he's got a half-empty beer bottle. He tries to push his way in between me and my wife to get to the bar. Excuse me, and he bumped me.
Ooh,
I spun around and blasted him. I didn't even hesitate. I launched him in the air about 6 foot.
Did you really?
He went in here like Superman flying upside down. Fell on the floor, broke his nose, flattered the pancake.
Was it actually a driver?
I don't know. I didn't ask him his name.
Yeah.
He's already.
Can I have your autograph? I know I just beat you up.
He's already touched me. He's already running his mouth.
Yeah.
His buddy warned me. That's strike 2.
So they were with
when he touched me. When he pushed his way between me and my wife.
That was enough.
That was it. Dale and Timmy are sitting there eating steak. They're not even stopping.
They just kept eating. You're over there.
Tim at Barberton, Timmy went to and when the guys come up to get on me about leaving, Timmy went and locked himself in the cab of the truck and locked it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's not a scrapper. He doesn't have to be.
I just picture them guys sitting there just eating their steak while you're over there.
They know.
So how long did that scuffle last?
So we take off. My sister-in-law, come on, let's go. We went out the back door. We had an Astro van. I jump in the seat. Here comes Daytona Beach, South Daytona Beach. It was a South Daytona Beach, right? Here come the cops. They got my van surrounded.
Yeah.
They come up, hey, that guy, that's him, officer. That's the guy hit me. I said, I ain't hit you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the manager comes, I don't want you ever coming back. I said, I wouldn't
come. Said it to you?
Said, yeah, I wouldn't come back.
So you defend yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm laughing. I'm actually, I don't know what you're talking about. Because what you do, you don't use your, I broke this one 4 times.
Oh.
You thought him with this.
There's
no mark. I said, if I hit him, dude, he's still laying there. I said, I don't know what he's talking about. Cop said, why don't you just leave and don't come back? I said, not a problem. And that's the Billy Bob story.
Wow, I cannot believe it.
It happens to me a lot. You would not believe.
So you think they were with the Cartoon Network?
They were with the Cartoon
Network. They
were? Yeah, they were dressed in, they had dress slacks and vests and suits and stuff like that, man.
So they were a sucky team, thought they were going to have some drinks.
I don't know what they were, you know what I mean? But it's like this. It don't matter who you are. Don't disrespect me.
Well, I haven't seen a Cartoon Network car in Victory Lane in 30 years.
You probably didn't see that guy looking good again.
Yeah, he's probably off camera going, don't interview me.
I launched him. You don't throw a Hail Mary. You throw that 6-inch and use your upper body and just torque them.
I'm taking notes here.
Hit with this. It'll bruise.
Kyle Carlson said,
it's better than having a short knuckle like that.
Has the figure 8 division changed you over time? Or no, wait, how has the figure 8 division changed over time, the actual division, in your opinion?
Well, the division itself, it's hard to, I think it needs to go back a little bit. I think it needs to be more affordable. Old school, no, I don't think it needs to go that far back. You got to get new people.
I am surprised the old school division did not take off like I thought it would. I really thought it was going to take off.
Well, that too, but they didn't want to pay them nothing like that. You already got the original figure 8. You can't just boot them out.
Yeah.
It's not fair to the guys that work on their cars every week and they're there, the 6 or 7, heavy hitters that are there. Yeah. Then you got new guys trying to get in and they get trained and they get that train running through them and they're in the way. And it's hard to deal with that for a couple of years till you learn how to get on that train.
A lot of people don't realize too, and people take offense to this, and it's not anything bad. Fans come to see figure 8 racing at Painesville Speedway.
They want to see the bump and run.
They want to see figure 8 racing.
They want to go ooh and ah.
Yeah, not taking away from the street stocks, because back in the day, the Sportsman's, what was there, 30 Sportsman's at one time?
There used to be 5 or 6 street stock features, or street stock.
Yeah.
Features. The stock cars.
You could always tell at the end of the night when you guys pulled on the racetrack, the stands were still packed.
Oh yeah, that's what they wanted to see.
Yeah, they were coming there for that.
On the cake of the night of racing.
And then you come out of the chute, and then a place
come out sideways, lighting the tires up.
Yeah.
Whoa, revving the motor, psyching the other guys out. They're all looking at me.
Yeah,
I'm jacked all up. You know what I mean? I'm ready.
So my next name I'm gonna throw at you is Kyle Madsen.
Kyle, well, Kyle, we got to talking. We had a rough time there for a while, but there at the end, Kyle, when my son was racing, he would come over and I said, "Why don't you try to get you in the car, man, so you can go out there and do a lap?" He said, "No." He goes, "I really admire your boy," and I said, "I appreciate that." We talked. We had our days, but when you got guys that are racing, you're going to have that. Y'all want the same thing. It all depends how you're approached. And they're not used to people like me or the way I grew up and where I grew up at. They're used to going to different tracks, and I don't know what tracks they went to. They raced over in New Hampshire and stuff where they come from. And then, with Bowman Gray's down there, different things.
Yeah.
But you just can't think you're going to come there and just run over people and run through people and not get any static about it. I don't, I thought, at the end, that I'm pretty sure me and Gordon had a lot of good talks. He got me arrested a couple times. and that's the night I run Durkin's car over. You can ask Bill Sprague. He went to jail with me that night.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, yeah. You seen the video, right? And then they shut the lights off.
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see the video?
No.
Bill, you got to watch it.
I'll definitely watch it.
I hit one of them tires and went down the other end and hit it head on. I tried to flip the car over on purpose. This car was not tied in.
Holy shit.
It just had a push bar in the front.
Wow.
How that car didn't bend. You know what I mean?
So how does Bill Sprague go to jail with you?
Well, he just knew I was being done wrong.
Yeah.
I do my donuts and do that.
Yeah.
And Bobby Conk was up there. You got to throw this idiot out. Bobby, you have to turn your mic off before people are recording.
Yeah.
You got to write to your opinion. I love you, Bobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think throw this idiot out because they have thrown me out and they had to bring me back because when you win Popular Driver every year, people come to watch.
You're the show, man.
Yeah, whether you're cheering or booing, you come to watch. Whether give it, just like Josh Way and them guys, and Earl Golding. You want to see which one's going to get over which one.
Yeah,
they want to see that.
Tracks have such a hard time recognizing that today. And if I go manage a track, one of my things that I've always done is I always show up 2 weeks beforehand and I watch what's going on. Nobody knows who I am. Right. Nobody knows what I'm getting ready to do. And I look for the Joey Marshes and I look for the Josh Ways. I look for the good guys to see who I'm going to promote with the racetrack. And racetracks today, all of them, and I mean all of them, have lost that. They lost that. Listen, nobody wants
people crying.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is nobody.
You know wants why get the track involved? Take care of it yourself. Someone drives you dirty, drive them dirtier. I mean, it is what it is. Get respect, demand it.
Someone, Joey Ayers Jr. said, "Did Joe ever get a chance to race with Josh Way? If not, would."
How many dashes you ever heard get black flag?
You got black flag out of it?
The whole dash did.
It did?
Me and Wade getting into it on the track at Lorraine.
In a dash?
In a dash. They black flagged our whole dash. Remember, we got to talk about this too.
Okay. So I do want to talk about that before we lose.
Also, there was another part of that question.
Okay.
If not, or at least how would he handle his antics if he did?
Josh Wade?
So, yeah, but you did.
It didn't turn out too good for him. Let's just leave it at that.
You guys got in a disagreement on the track?
Not at the track.
It was after? Oh, boy.
That's stupid. I can come out there to get thrown out of another racetrack because they're calling me names and calling me old and fat and all that stuff. I could whoop you in front of all these people.
Yeah.
That is for me to, okay.
Yeah.
That. Whether it be a week, a month, or a year, we're going to do this.
Wow.
He goes, yeah, you're just scared. I said, remember you said that.
Oh, shit.
This is the kid.
So you guys met up?
Kind of.
Oh, boy.
You don't need to go in the details.
Yeah. Man, so
I'm not here to embarrass nobody. I'm not here to act like I'm Superman. I just got my man. My feelings were hurt. My pride was hurt.
Yeah.
And he disrespected me. And someone needed to teach him a lesson about disrespecting his elders.
But you know what? His
daddy should have whooped him more when he was younger.
But that generation, like Josh and Earl and you, not pinpointing Josh and Earl, but tracks need to look at that. And so here's the best way to say this. Bowman Gray Stadium has one of their top drivers, brings people there, puts people in the seats just like you do, Josh does, Earl does, Benders do, the Letts do. Everybody puts, you need to look at that today and go, why aren't this group of people coming anymore? There was a post on Facebook, I think maybe yesterday, with Randy letting them where turn 4 used to be the place where everybody sat. Everybody sat in turn 4.
Mhm.
Your crew and everybody were always down at turn 1.
Always in the jungle.
Always in turn 1.
You know why I started parking back there? Because when you come off the racetrack and you're trying to go up, you're pissed off like on Post Road.
Yeah.
You're getting rocks and hammers thrown at your car when they go by. They sneak and throw. So I pull in, park right there.
Yeah.
I'll see you do something because you can't see who they are. You're driving by.
Yeah.
And you're wham, you hear something hits your car. Like, what was that? And they're little cowards. What they are. They, come on down, say something. Let's do this.
That is gone from the track where those big families would sit in the sections because of guys like you and Josh and Earl and Bender.
To see the chaos. I just don't want to see nobody get hurt.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Problem with these racetracks, they're letting the drivers vote people out.
Yeah.
We're not going to race with them. What you do is you take it to them. You demand respect. They do them dirty. They get tired of fixing their car. You're going to have to get tired of fixing yours. Somebody's going to say, Uncle, sooner or later, don't vote them out. Run them out.
My philosophy,
bigger dog.
My philosophy with that has always been, and I know it's going to sound funny, and people have hear me say this a million times. Ernie Irvan for years was taking guys out. For a couple years, he would be the last lap, he'd take Rusty out. Be the last lap, he'd take Earnhardt out. Ernie Irvan, if you remember back in those days, he was really bad at not finishing. And Rusty Wallace told NASCAR to shut up in a driver's meeting, and he took over the driver's meeting. And he said, we're going to deal with this driver on driver. Us drivers are sick of you almost killing us out there. You're going to kill one of us
within
one day.
Within reason.
Yeah.
You try to keep them apart. If they're going to get into it, let them scrap a little bit. Don't let them hurt each other.
And all Rusty did, and if you can Google it, you'll find it with Rusty Wallace in the driver's meeting looking at Ernie Irvinson. Somebody's going to get killed. It has to stop now. What do we have to do to get you to stop driving like this? If the drivers come together and take care of it that way, let them handle it. But voting a guy out or telling them we don't want this guy racing with us or not.
I get their point. They're tired of fixing their cars. I mean, there are some, let's just put there, we don't have to name nobody. There are some poor losers.
But get them.
As long as they're winning, they're fine.
Let them go in the garage with those drivers. Let an official just stand by.
Someone, Gordon tried that with Mayo Spence and another guy, and it didn't end up too good. Mayo ended up knocking the guy out.
Did he really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mayo had it spunked.
Oh, shit.
Mayo wasn't no chump.
Joey Ayers said again, the problem with these asphalt racetracks is that they bend to the knee of who's giving them money. So
there is still favoritism. There is this thing going on. I still see it. Some dynasties need to pack it up and put in their place, man. Because when you're up there and you're getting ready to retire. Randy Holbrooks told me something. We were talking. I've had my different things with different owners over the years. He said, Joe, it all depends how you want to be remembered.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I'm doing this tonight. I don't want to be remembered as just that mean bully. I want to explain to people why I did the things I did. Just like the guy at Billy Bob's, why I hit that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not, you just because, you look how big you are. I had someone say that you're too big. I said, well, when you were in, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want, this happened. Up it gives. And, you drive to your car and you're all strapped in. You all got a throttle, you got a brake pedal, you got a steering wheel.
Yeah.
When someone hits you, when they put it to the floor, they're trying to hurt you.
You can hear it.
You know it.
Yeah,
you know it. This happened to me a bunch of different times. So you go, well, I'm not getting told. I'll go up and talk to him in the shop. Well, you're too big to fight with. I should have thought about that before you start running your mouth in my car. I take a piece of pipe out of the back of his truck and I toss it to him. I said, "Now we're equal." Threw the pipe down and took all running. I told my cousin Ralph, catch him. You know what I mean? And he didn't. He took off running, but I just had to go up there and say, "No, we're not doing this no more. We're not doing this." Was I wrong? Probably, absolutely. To go that far, but when you're younger and
if this Joey Marsh sitting here tonight, if this Joey, how old are you now?
70.
7-year-old Joey Marsh can go to 17-year-old Joe Marsh. What's one thing you would tell that Joe Marsh? 17-year-old Joe Marsh.
17?
Yeah.
Back in the days when it was rough, figure eight racing. Hold on, because right back then, these guys nowadays couldn't have survived the 70s. Mm-hmm. They whine about, you don't hit the leader. Why not?
Yeah.
It's figure 8 racing.
Yeah.
How many times have I been taken out leading the race because I'm leading? How many times they take me out, hit me head on, going the wrong direction when I hit 7 features in a row?
How pissed do you get when you know you only have a couple laps to go and somebody takes
Bob Brown did that to me one night. I had a 70 Impala I bought off Joey Corse's dad.
How many laps to go when he took you out?
It was about 3 or 4 hours leading. I won 7 features in a row.
Uh-huh.
I had a 70. I got a picture of it, one of the newspaper clippings. A 70 4-door Impala with a 354 speed from the factory. I got in that car and won 7 features in a row. Bob Brown got an old beater, a hoopty, spun around by turn 3, waited for me to come through the exit, hit me head on.
Oh, shit.
Jumped the car, no cages in. And he runs into his truck. He's got one of them old trucks that you drive the car up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Old school one.
Yeah.
He's up there with a big old sledgehammer. Come up and get you some. I said, come on down here. I'll give it to you. I know if I'm going to go up there, I'm going to get my head cracked.
Yeah.
Because while I'm climbing up, he's going to be swinging. But
Yeah.
I've had to deal with that. They junk your car just because you're winning. I mean, you're running the race, and they get tired of it.
Nobody likes to get spun out. Nobody likes to get beat by Joe Marsh because you're the best.
I'm not the best. I mean,
you're one of the best.
One of the best.
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys who can run right with me and can beat me at different times. I don't get mad about finishing second or third. I get mad when I get disrespected. That's the whole thing.
Andy Hunger wants to know, what NASCAR team were you a fuel man for once or twice?
Michael Waltrip.
Were you really?
PSA race. I should have brought that picture.
Oh, shit.
I had to borrow Dennis Lampman's suit. You know how big he is?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have one for me. It was in Topeka, Kansas, 115 degrees. It blew a head.
Holy shit.
Went out there with Dale Francis, met Mark Martin and all them.
Yeah.
And I got pictures of me and Michael Waltrip. Even had one of them, haircuts back.
Did you work with Vitt with his ASA team at all?
Yeah. That's the car we were there with.
You were with that car?
Pennzoil number 30, the V6
ASA
car. That's what the race we was at.
So Michael Waltrip did a race for Nick Vitt?
Yeah, right.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they rented the car from Dale and Nick. They were our partners.
So you got down there and the damn head gasket blew?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hot. It was smoking hot that day.
I'm sure.
It didn't bother me none. I
Wow.
mean, you had to put that suit on and get ready to fuel the car. I didn't have to do it because they blew a head gasket. And unfortunately, but it was an experience. I got to meet Richard Petty when Dale took me into infield at
that's pretty
Daytona,
cool.
and I got a shirt. I had one of Francis. I put it in a case. Richard Petty's autographed. I took it off and put it away.
That's pretty cool.
I gave it to my kids and my grandkids. It's his signature on there with one of Francis Racing shirts. I got good memories like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not just Billy Bob.
But it's awesome though, you know. Not a lot of people get that to experience that.
Mooresville one time. I had my slide back, and Dale was building a motor for Mike Wallace for the Daytona 500, and I had to pick Dale up. I picked him up, the motor up. We chained it up against the headboard, and we put his car in the back. He crawled up in the car in the back and went to sleep. And I drove him down to Daytona. He woke up in the car wash, and he woke come out. We here? I said, "Yep." And got him there, and I got to meet a lot of people through Dale.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I got a lot of stories like that.
These are people throwing names now for you, fans out there. Ray Gimberling.
Roy Gimberling?
It might be Roy's.
My handwriting.
You look like it says
my
Ray.
handwriting's terrible. It's Roy.
Oh, I've never met him, but I watched him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Never had a chance to meet him. I was back in them days. I had a lot of superstars around me. They were all superstars.
Yeah.
When you're a little kid like that, dude, they're all your heroes. Everyone.
Bill Marshall.
Bill Marshall was a good figure 8 driver. I mean, he was good. He had a mustache. He drove truck. He was a good dude. He was fast. I mean, he was one of them long, lanky hillbillies that can throw. He can drive a car.
Yeah.
He won a lot of races.
Well, so someone wants to know, they want your opinion on Jason Fuller. And just so you know, I'm not making it up. That's what they said.
Dude, they put an LOL after that.
So here's the thing. I like to know his motive, because every time somebody does something like that, why? We never even had a word.
Yeah.
Nothing, and who put you up to
it? Kevin Malik.
Kevin was one victim of Fuller. I think Kevin's racing career changed after he got tanked like that. He had a hard time. They bought cars off of Randy Lett and them. They had more cars than they had experience.
Yeah.
They were bouncing off people, trying too hard. I was trying to help them, like Lou Hill Senior's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks we're there to help them win. No, we're here to grow racing. We're here to help people, get new people in it. and they were a little rough. They were they were making the dash and stuff, but they couldn't keep control of the car, and they get too excited. They had more car and they had experience at the time.
Yeah.
Kevin Mallett can really run oval racing, and so can Joe really good. It's the figure eight. Not everybody can do that water.
Right.
It's a very. I suggest everybody who wants to race run figure eight in the water and learn how to control the car because it'll help you in the dry racing.
Kenny Bender Sr.
Smooth, quiet, smart, intelligent.
He was pretty badass in everything he drove.
He won a figure eight division before I was on vacation one time. I didn't have a chance to race with him. He moved up to sportsman after I got out, so I don't know how we would have worked out.
Yeah.
Anybody won championships when I wasn't there, it might have been a little bit different if I was there because I'd be a contender for it. And it's just the way things go. But he earned his. He's won both championships. Many. Good guy, quiet. I'm more afraid of his wife than I am him.
How about
she used to dog me sometimes.
Really?
Oh yeah, because she loves her brothers, man.
How
it's a family.
How rough were the wives in the pit stall back then?
It's terrible. That's why Gordon didn't let them in there.
Yeah, it was.
They start more fights than we do.
Yeah, it was pretty rough back in the day.
You got to tell them, look, man, let me do this.
You're out on the racetrack, and
you're trying to pick them up and hold them back, and they want to go at each other.
Yeah, you're out on the racetrack, and all the wives are like, "Well, my husband gets in there, he's going to kick your ass,"
Without that, they go after people.
Danny Foltz.
Danny Foltz was good. Mike Foltz. I drove. Matter of fact, I got a picture. Oh, Mike had something going on. That was Mike Foltz's 8-ball card. I drove for Bill Foltz, his dad. Show
the camera real quick so they can see it. And we'll get to your flag thing here in a little bit because I definitely want to talk about it. And then look at the bottom of it. As you're showing the picture, 1982, his annual driver's license racing.
Lift it up just a little bit.
A little
more. A little bit more so we can see the license. Oh, there it is.
How cool is that from 1982?
Oh, I got a bunch of them. Well, here's the good thing about the Allen family. Dana, when I was on vacation, as I call it, you got 5 years for selling weed, right?
Yeah.
Now the government can sell it to you. It's okay.
Isn't that crazy?
No, it's not. It's
get that time
back, Joe.
It was a Joey
Marks thing. That's the only thing they get me for, so they got me. You know what I mean? You play cat and mouse, you come to mouse. Lesson learned. Accept it. If I wasn't doing what I was doing, they wouldn't have nothing to say.
You ready for this next name?
What's that?
Mike Powell.
Mike Powell. He was a tough figure eight.
You guys had some battles. I remember you two battles.
Like respectful battles. We never really got into it. We were both heavy hitters. Both heavy hitters. He had a fast car, a good heavy car. He knew what he was doing. And I don't mind the challenge. That's fine. He beats you. If I beat him, I beat him. But
people called him the Joey Mars too.
Right.
Yeah, he was a guy that didn't stop. It was very rare you would see him stop in the X.
I put on more of that because when I get out of the car, I throw stuff and throw that little. I just take my stuff out and I'd be, Instead, just getting it out, because you get all aggravated and frustrated and stuff like that, especially when people are trying to take your wheel off and take your tire off and shove you into the corner and stuff like that. But then, you just got to get them back. That's the only way to get them to stop.
Kevin Bach,
he was good.
I think he won a championship.
Yeah,
I think he had one championship.
Then I would come back and I started racing again, and he just disappeared.
Chris wants to know Augie
Lansman, parking lot drags. A picture of that too.
Do you really?
I won one of them too.
With you and Augie?
Oh yeah. How do you think I made the white whale?
Oh, you did?
Oh, here's that car with the lightning bolt I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Just like Speed McQueen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, those some great photos,
that's
man.
That's a late model from Cloverleaf that Rusty Adams drove.
Was it really? That was a late model?
That was a late model at Cloverleaf. I made a figure eight car out of it.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. There's Chuck Atwell and, what was his name? He quit racing after that.
Chuck Atwell?
It's Chuck Atwell in the 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a parking lot drag picture. I was thrown out for the year, but they let me run parking lot drags. I was not allowed to race.
So Augie ended up turning that into a figure eight car?
No, this is what I turned Augie. See the grill?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Show the camera this. The camera's got to see this. Okay. Tell them where to go.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Now push it just a little bit towards the camera. That's perfect. Right
now
there.
Look at the front grille of that car. Joey, can you explain the front grille of that car?
Sure. I'm not going to say who, but one of the officials come up to him. He said, Joe, look, Augie's his head's getting swelled up here. Why don't you go out and show him? Be nice.
Yeah.
and show them what it's like to race with somebody.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and we went out there. It was just, I'm going to go ahead and do something, and I'm going to get black flags, and I'm going to pull off. You know what I mean? So we line up. We're sitting there. I had a 460 Interceptor in it. It was a 72 Lincoln.
Wow.
My street car. Augie had a 460 in that big wagon, the Whale.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was winning every part.
Every time.
And his head was
Every
getting too
time.
big, and his mouth was getting bigger.
Yeah.
I loved him to death, but he was enjoying his thing.
Yeah.
So they said, why not give him a little competition, but be gentle.
Okay.
I'm in. So we go out there and we start the race. I was on the inside and he was on the outside. We went into turn one. As he went into turn one, cut down, I looped him.
Did you really?
Oh, he just looped him gently.
Yeah, yeah,
Spun
yeah.
him around.
Yeah.
And I go around, come around, I get the checkered black flag. It was all part of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up there. He comes pulling up.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. I want you. I want a rematch. They're looking at me. What do you think? I said, we can do it. I'm game. I mean, I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they put me on the inside by the wall. He's outside on the wall.
Yeah, you're on the outside. Yeah.
He's on the inside. And he's turning his wheels all the way to the right. He's flipping me off, calling me all kinds of names.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting there smoking the tires. What he doesn't know, while he's all excited and stuff, I put my car in reverse. So when they dropped the green flag, I went backwards. He hit the wall.
So he was trying to take you out.
Yeah, he's going to take me out. So I'm smarter than he is.
Yeah.
And I went back, but I did a reverse curl. Well, I smoked the tires. I hit it too hard.
Yeah.
And he took off. He bounced off the wall, went through turn 1 and 2. I'm just coming into turn 1. He's going down the back straightaway. Well, he's going into 3. I can't catch him. So what I do? I turned left, went through the intersection to figure 8.
Did you?
Hit him coming out of turn?
No, you did not.
Knocked the rear end right out of the car.
Did you really?
Spun him around. He was. The crowd loved it.
Dude.
I mean, then he made the car into the Whale, and he become a good figure 8 driver.
You think he had that car set up for the oval? Like he made that car into a race car for parking lot drags?
He made. I don't know, but it was fast.
Yeah.
I took that same Lincoln, and Cora Arkland had a hard time. We trailered that Lincoln after I did this out the parking lot drags in Raceway 7 because you can't trailer a car here. I said, I've got to find a way to get it home after I wreck you.
Oh my God.
Cora Arkland was because she was fast out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she was like 60 years old back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got a thing. She was commenting. I was going through my memories yesterday. And she told me figure 8 started in 1964.
That's when it started?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I saved it. I was forgot to bring it. I wanted to show you that. This for Craig Brock.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so these guys know. It's figure 8 started in 1964. It used to be Lakeland Speedway. Because of Lakeland Freeway.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They named it, and they named Speedway Lakeland Speedway. And figure 8 was first run.
Was Township Parks over there? Was it starting to be developed back then?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
okay.
Much, yeah.
Okay, and that had to be
Lake Dine and Dance used to be down there by the lake. They moved it when the lake was falling in, down 2/3 of it. The center section they left. They brought the corners down and put it together.
Someone, Alan Wood, wants to know Herbie Reynolds.
Herbie Reynolds was good. He had a big car. He used it.
Was he very competitive with you out there?
He got on my bumper one time, shoved me into turn 3, right up out against the wall. And I bounced off, and we got into it for a little bit.
Did you?
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody is going to test you. You know what I mean? And you got to test them back.
Didn't he have a streak of winning going too?
Yeah, he did.
Wasn't he one of those guys that
he won a championship? He's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he deserves to be there. He was a good driver. He's a little shady, but we all are. Let's just own it. You're running figure 8.
Kevin Shockey.
He was a wild man.
Oh, he was crazy, bro.
He also knew I was crazy, so we never had a problem.
Yeah,
we had respect for each other.
Yeah.
There's when you go bump heads, you know. He knows.
He was a freaking lunatic.
John
man.
Burdett was the same way.
Yeah, he was on my list.
John Burdett's the one in hot laps. I got under my car, had my rear tires on the hood of his car, going down the back straightaway towards turn 3, and the pit chute used to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when Nick Grooves was here, and that's when he shoved me into the pit chute. He hit the brake and let me go, and that's when that guy walked across, and I hit him.
I knew someone got hit. I knew someone got hit.
I had Nick ask that question when he was on the show.
Yeah.
Because Nick come over yelling at me. I said, dude, I didn't. I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
drove in here and everybody's seen it. You know what I mean? Seen it.
Didn't you like break the guy's leg or something?
His hip, everything.
Yeah, yeah. I knew someone got hit. I just
had to be the one to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And by help with other people, I felt bad. Go ahead.
Sandy Marsh said he was my hero. That's why he has all those pictures in his album. Well, thank you.
She made this album.
That's awesome.
She made
thank
this
you,
over
Sandy.
the years. She kept this for me.
That's pretty cool.
All these newspaper clippings. She did every bit of this. There's the Regal. There's the Ford. There's years.
We're gonna get some of this stuff posted for you guys. You can see.
Look,
he has some pretty cool stuff in here. And thank you, Sandy.
All this stuff. I mean, and there's more at home. There's not, but this is stuff that you can see the years 1980s. 1980.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some photos of that.
70 Impala I was telling you about, the 4-door.
Oh, yeah.
54 speed, 21. That's the one that got junked and totaled.
Do you think the night that Augie's car caught on fire, you think that changed him? When it caught on fire, he was in the car.
That's one of your worst fears.
Yeah.
Going upside down and getting hit in a fire.
Yeah.
Because them are some hard hits out there.
Yeah. Do you think that changed him that night?
Sure.
It kind of.
When I hit that tire sideways, I wasn't the same after that. That night when Fuller hit me, then I hit that tire.
Yeah.
Then you start to realize, wow, I'm not Superman.
Yeah.
Wow, this, because it lasted a couple of weeks. I went home, went unloaded the car, and all of a sudden I couldn't talk.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm froze.
Wow.
Oh, God, I can't breathe. I'm holding on to the truck, and my knees are starting to buckle. Wife goes, what's wrong? Call 911. I got that out. And they took me to the emergency room. Well, Fuller was there, too.
Was he really?
Someone knocked him out.
Did they really?
I didn't do it.
Wow.
He was in the other room, and then they had cops up there.
Are you serious? Like you guys are.
Yeah, same hospital, 2 different reasons. Well, one, driver's door shot was part of it, but that wasn't that bad. I continued to race, but hitting that tire sideways. And if that tire wouldn't have been there, I'd have just spun out and got going and I'd spun back out. You know what I mean? All right, we can do that.
Did you ever hear of Whitey Spangler?
Whitey Spangler.
Yeah.
Number 1, Hurricane Division.
I never heard that name before.
Whitey Spangler lived out in Concord.
Wow.
He had a convertible.
Good convertible figure 8 car?
Yeah. No, wow. Hurricane Division.
Oh, Hurricane.
55. Whitey Spangler, Bob Burt, Orange Car out of Madison, Dick and Don Arnold.
Before I read this comment, but because I want to ask you, this was on my list. Chad Tikovic.
Chad's a good guy. I've raced side by side with Chad. Got a lot of respect for him. We've raced each other hard, but we've never got dirty with each other because we don't have to. You don't have to win every race.
Yeah.
The ones you got to win is when someone tries to do you dirty.
Yeah.
And then you got to win it just because it's a male ego thing.
Big time.
It's
big time.
So how would the big time? You know what I mean? you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's whatever. I don't care if you're this big. When you're strapped in the car, we're all equal.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's guys, these kids are now racing NASCAR. They learn to run on these simulators. They can't.
That's why I always say we got so many talented drivers around here, not just in Ohio and Michigan, Indiana. You got Josh Poor. You got what's the street stock driver that wins all the time at Flat Rock? Ligo?
Douglas
Yeah, Douglas Ligo. He's winning all the time. You got guys at Painesville that can be in there. These guys are guys all around here. Earn that right. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on some of these guys in NASCAR, but I mean, there's some guys like Ty Dillon.
It's all about money.
It really is.
Just like Albert Francis. If he got the break and got somebody to back him up, I think I'd like to see him have that opportunity. You know what I mean? They're self-supporting. They have some sponsor help, but that's a family-run business. They do their thing and build motors, and they go spend their money, their profits on racing.
And that's why
if they ever got picked up, I think I'd like to see them have that opportunity.
That's why I promote Albert and Chloe Mazzagatti, because those two are talented. They're so talented.
She was doing good. How old is she?
I think was she 15 or 16?
That's the age to get them in.
Yeah, but she's out there doing it.
Right.
She's out there doing it.
Albert, his first car he got into was one of my figure 8 cars. We had to put a tarp behind him. He was only like, I don't know how old. You have to ask him how old he was, 8, 9. When they had the track, they needed cars to go out there and drive the track off. So we put him in my figure 8 car. Let him go out there and run some laps. He couldn't even. My helmet kept falling over his head, and he's like trying to lift up. I can't see.
He's always going to remember that, though.
Oh yeah,
that's a family memory. He's always going to remember it with you, Joe.
Sure.
You know, but like Albert Francis, Chloe Mazzagatti, all these guys, I think they need a shot. Chloe and Albert, they're out there. They don't tear their shit up. They don't take out people.
What? Do you think you can run Daytona 500? Do you think you can run that track that fast? I don't know if I could or not.
I don't know at this age now. No.
No. Yeah. I mean, we short track racing and stuff like that. But you got to give these guys credit. When they come out that turn forward to the trioval of Daytona, it's sick.
I believe that Albert and Chloe will get a shot in a truck or something like that. They deserve it. They deserve it. Maybe they should give Chloe Natalie Decker's truck rides, and she freaking quit on the whole freaking team.
Oh, read Chad's comment.
All right, this is Chad the Kovic. Joe's a living legend. Love hearing all the old stories. Thanks for all the great memories. 21.
There you go.
So, honestly, Chad, I think last week or 2 weeks ago when I was at track, it's the first time I seen him pissed in years. On there, him and Malik. I think Malik spun him around, and was it Malik that spun him around?
Well, there's only so much room on the racetrack. You're fighting for the same territory. If they don't have respect for each other, that stuff happens. Like, I wouldn't do that to Chad. Chad wouldn't do that to me.
Yeah.
Kevin may do it to me. I mean, I'm not saying he would, but, all depends.
I'm not saying Malik did it on purpose. I'm just saying that it happened.
It's figure eight racing.
But I haven't seen Chad that pissed in years.
He'll give respect. He expects it.
Yeah.
He feels he was disrespected, and I get it. I wouldn't be happy either.
I'm going to say this is Stacy's comment. I have no clue since we've met her back in the 80s or 90s how to say her last name.
Okay, I know
Brozowski.
I don't know how to say it either.
That's her main name. Her last name is Malencic.
I know her as Stacy I don't know how to say it. Brozowski.
Just call her Stacy B.
Stacy B. There it goes. I have a notebook of some qualifying times from the late 60s and 70s. Wow.
Yeah, I got some of that stuff too.
Old
programs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Over the years.
We have a new name popping up here.
Okay. Ed Getch. And that's from David Hall.
He always drove a Ford. Yeah, he was a good contender. Even with a
good racer.
Yeah. Ed Getch lived out in Perry, I believe, off of what's that road out there? Ed, what was the name of that road out there? Can't even think of it right now.
Well, this one's coming in, but this name was coming. This name's on my list. So I'm going to say the name. Do you want me to read the comment first? Or do you want me to say the name?
It don't matter.
Let me read the comment first, and then you tell me the first thing that pops to mind. Okay, you ready? So it's Mike Reed. Mm-hmm. So he was on my list of all the guys that are out there. Big Daddy Joe, the toughest, scariest driver I ever competed with.
I get that. I get it.
Now, listen, there's been some battles at Painesville. Before you tell me your thought of, because I'm saying Mike Reed not to start shit, because I'm saying Mike Reed because
I let all that stuff go. Me and him would get along fine.
Yeah.
I quit. He didn't like the way I won races. I'm questioning some of the ways he has.
Yeah.
We're two different people.
But
we have two different things going on.
And that's where I was going with this. You two had some battles over the years. Mm-hmm. Like you said, he's out there running for points a lot. Mm-hmm. He was a points runner.
I think he concentrates on it too much at times. He's taking the fun away from himself.
Yeah.
He gets upset a little bit about it. Let the cards fall where they lay. I mean, you're not going to win them all. You're going to lose. Everybody's going to lose more races than what they win.
Yeah.
I hate seeing people get upset because, and I get it to a point. You know what I mean? I probably give away more championships than I won because of my ignorance. By the way I do. I don't know if it's ignorant or not. My pride. I don't know.
So let's say with all the battles and you and Mike Reed had, and Mike to me is like you. He's one of the legends. He's one of the winningest drivers in figure eight with you and Jeff Marvin and some of those guys.
They had more of a beef between them than me and Mike.
They still do. I'm not even going to get started with Mike with Jeff Marvin because you can still see the anger in Mike Reed's face whenever Jeff Marvin comes by.
Mike put Jeff on top of a tire one night. On top of one of the tires.
Wow.
I mean, he sat there. He couldn't get off. They had to stop the race. Them guys had some classic battles. They battled more than me and Mike. Me and Mike have raced each other. As far as actually battling, we've gotten into it a couple times. One time I tried to go underneath him. He was watching the outside guy and I stuck the nose in.
Yeah.
You take a chance when you do that. And when he come back down, I spun him out, but it knocked my toe out. It's like, I said, this ain't going to be good.
Yeah.
So I'm running hard as I can. I'm trying to get the car to come in the corner. He catches me about 8 laps. He loops me. People video, Joey's going to get mad. I come in laughing. Because I expected a payback. Because I wouldn't, I know I didn't mean to take him around, but I'm going to challenge him. Yeah. And Rubbin's racing. It's figure 8 racing. Well, you got to go quick. When you start in the back, you ain't got no time to be nice. You got some, I'm here. Knock, knock. You want to let me in? Or what we're going to do?
But you got to remember back in the day, though, with Mike Reed and his dad back there.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the battles you guys would have. Mike Reed's dad, man.
His dad would smile and look at me. I know what you're thinking. I get it. Just like Betty would look at me. Yeah. Just like Kathy Lett would look at me.
So
Kathy, Kenny Bender's wife, she would. Yeah. Yeah. She'd be going like this. I go, yeah.
You ever driving through Perry and you see the lights turn on a patrol car and go, "This fucking Mike Reed." You ever think this?
One day he probably should have, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He never played that with me.
Yeah.
He just he probably figured it wouldn't be any good for neither one of us.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I'm not gonna disrespect him to the point. I'll let him know what I think.
Yeah.
People, different ones. There's some of them get a chip on their shoulder when they.
At the end of the day, though, the both of you guys can look at each other. You guys race some great races.
We've been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
I like the one picture of me ahead of Mike. We're coming out of the car. Who's really the good guy and who's really the bad guy? I put them comments on there because he can be shady too. I mean, he's good. If you get him going, you got to watch it.
I can tell you, if it's the last lap of a figure 8 race, and if I had to choose anybody not to be next to me, it would be Mike Reed.
One night in 2013, man, he won the feature, and I was in second place. He was so happy. He come back there, I put my window net down. He reached in and gave me a kiss on the cheek. I said, "Come on, man! I mean, come on!" I mean, he does it on purpose.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Oh, yeah.
But he's such a fierce competitor. But I want to say if Mike, because now I know he's watching, he can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was last year at the last race cavalcade, Marvin and his kid got together, and as Marvin was coming off the track, Mike was trying to stay calm. His lip was quivering a little bit. I'm putting a car together next year or something like that.
I'm surprised if Jeff didn't do it on purpose just to rile Mike's feathers.
Mike, wasn't it that last race or something, man, that you just lost your shit?
He just said truth, and he blew a kiss.
Yeah.
The kiss emoji.
But Marvin was coming off the track and through where you come onto the track, and Reed just lost his shit, man. Like, I'm standing there talking to Reed. We're calm, just nice calm. And I'm like, "Hey, man, it's good seeing you." Marvin's coming up there. It just went south quick, man.
We were having words one night. Mike Reed, you just want to hit me, don't you? You're going to beat me up, don't you? I said, "I'd rather beat your wife up. She'd be a better fight." You know what I mean?
But you know what? Kelly probably would fight back and really.
Hey, there's a story back when Kelly was pregnant with MJ. They were giving Mike a hard time at the Lake County Fair because he's a cop, right? I went there that night, a little bit liquored up. I went there and I helped him slam out the sledgehammer and work on his car to get him back out there.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. A little bit about that. She was pregnant with that MJ at the time. And they were giving him a hard time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rivalries, but you know what?
Yeah.
I still stick up for him.
Yeah.
To a point. I don't agree with a lot of things he does, and he never agreed with a lot of things I do. That's just the way we are. We're two different people.
You got to think about this. You guys, and I know you don't think it this way, and Mike don't think it this way, but there's times people would pull in the pits and just go, "Man, I got to beat these guys tonight."
It's
Can
you imagine? I can't imagine racing with 3 guys like me.
Yeah, but you
enough room for one.
But you, Reed, and Marvin on the same track.
Well, look what they're dealing with. They're dealing with somebody that's done this a long time, that learned old school figure racing the old way. I had to modify my behavior as it turned more into a race.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It took me.
How long did it take you to do that, though?
Well, quite a while, really, in different ways. And you don't want to be the bully.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be bullied either.
Yeah.
I'm the bully beater. I'm not a bully. I like guys that think they're tough.
Yeah.
Because that's the ones
that get their ass kicked.
I've seen guys be beating up on somebody in the bar. "Man, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight." I do what I do. You don't want to, but I do it. I take care of it for them.
Joey Corsa, we were talking about him earlier, so hopefully Joey was listening to the whole show. If he wasn't, we'll talk about him more. Joey Corsa said Joe Marsh was my favorite driver growing up as a kid. And then I got to race against him. Awesome memories. I'll never forget those. 21. And Joey, we were talking earlier a little bit.
Ask him about how much many times he heard me yelling at him during the race.
Joey, I want to know, you could hear Joe yelling at you in the race. Yeah, you could hear him yelling at you through the car. I mean, I'd flip out. I'd hear you scream. I'd be like, what the fuck?
They go. It was part of the game.
You did so good at it because you got him.
Well, part Italian, man. Dago comes out.
But there was a time, Joe, and this is Joe Corson, that I remember like week after week they were taking you out, and we had a meeting. Gordon had a driver's meeting and just said enough. But it was legitly if he started on a pole, the green would come out, they would just spin him out. He wouldn't even get a chance to get the car straight.
Personal, that's the way they raced back in the day.
Yeah.
Whoever was up there, because the first one gets broke loose from the pack usually wins the race.
And now, I mean, look how good of a sportsman driver or a street stock driver he is, and that's coming from that, you know. And a lot of people don't.
In the world,
it really is. Racing. It really is learning how that car.
If you can modify your behavior, everybody saw. God, we got a figure eight. When I went to Lorraine with that El Camino, there's a story why I went to Lorraine. I don't know if you want to get into that.
Hold on one second. Let me do this. Joe Corsi said 4 barrels wide open, yelling at me. Get off me, Pop. So you were yelling at him, get off
you?
We're
side by side. Get move. Come on, dude. You're jamming up.
Holy shit.
Oh, you're screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
It's a part of the intimidation. I mean,
that's crazy, man. These guys can hear you.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
Wow. Jamie Lawson said, true story. I've seen Joe do that at the old Vagabond, LOL. Billy Davis, Jeremy Holbrook. Me too. What were they talking about?
Because Jeremy Holbrook said, hold on. Reed is no fighter, but I would stick up for him and battle anyone for him.
That's pretty cool.
Proven fact.
That's pretty cool.
Jeremy's got that. Okay, you don't want it. I'll take
yeah.
Oh, he's the same way.
How was Jeremy as a figure eight driver?
I've raced against him. You know what I mean. If he's got a temper on him.
Does he?
Oh yeah, he's not afraid. Not one bit of anybody. My size, it don't matter. He'll try. He'll go.
I was so damn mad at racing last week with this job not being able to work, with my shoulder being tore up, and then we get called to seal coating on Saturday. I was so tempted to call him and sell him my damn street stock and just to get it out of here because nothing. He was
looking for one.
I know, and I was so close to just calling him and saying, "Come get this fucking thing. I'm tired of it." Everything is going wrong this summer, and you've been through those summers where shit just doesn't work right.
Right.
You know, but I was so close to doing it. But he's always been such a class act guy. I've always gotten along with Jeremy. I've never seen the angry side of him because I was racing elsewhere at that time.
I have.
So. Justin Schneider said, share the story Dale Francis told you to take a guy out at the track where he will never build you another.
That was Jeff Marvin.
Dale Francis told
Oh, yeah. So here's another true story. And what they do, they play my temper.
Yeah.
To get me thrown out. And it worked. And that's why let's start from the beginning. We're going out, and I had that wagon. We're going out there. I think it was in a heat race. I got some videos of it. I watched it the other day, and I got mad all over again.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
So you got mad still today? You're getting mad?
Because, the little redheaded.
You're still getting mad today.
I sat in the stands. He wouldn't get away with that. If I was out there, I'm hitting the throttle. I'm sitting there watching the racing. Because I know what I would do. In situation. So this thing with Jeff Marvin, that's when I had that black tow truck. And we were out there running that wagon, had that Francis 406 engine. This thing was fast. We're going in the corner and stuff like that. And we're running, Stevie Witt was in front of me. I'm trying to get outside of Stevie Witt to win the race. It's an oval race, right? And Jeff was like in third place. And I tried Stevie a couple times. I backed up. We got one lap to go. So I'm coming into turn 3. And there's an opening. I dive down behind Stevie. I'm not going to make another pass.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of cut in front of Jeff a little bit. He got mad, give me the bump.
Yeah.
When he got me, he got us sideways. I bumped Stevie. Both me and Stevie went sideways. We're like this.
Yeah.
So Jeff gets me in the driver's door, puts it right to the floor and spins me and Stevie both out.
Does he really?
I pulled in. I'm hot, right? The motor's wide open. You can hear it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking right at him.
Yeah.
You know? So I go in there, Dale France said, if you don't take him out, I'll never build you another motor.
Wow.
I said, boys, start loading the truck up. We're going home.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we had our feature tires out and everything. Went, load the tow truck up. We're going home.
Yeah.
I'm done. So we go out there. There's a video of it. Scott Harris is in front of me. I'm in the back. Jeff Marvin's in front of him. Or I'm in front of Scott Harris. I drop back a little bit because Gordon didn't call it. This is why I got mad at Gordon.
Yeah.
Jeff went 2 wheels in the dirt.
Okay.
And hit me.
And Gordon was really good at calling that back
But
then.
it's Joey March.
Oh, shit.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And it was that way. Same with Lorraine.
Yeah.
It goes with the territory, I guess. So spin us out. We go back out for this next race. I let Harris go by. You know, I'm just laying back. I'm waiting for the opportunity. I know what I'm going to juggle.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to give him the same shot.
Yeah.
And Harris makes a mistake. Then I got positioned right behind Jeff. We go into turn 3 the same way. I went 2 wheels in dirt, turned them sideways. We both spun around. Well, here comes Harris. Tanking me like he's going to, tanking me. And I'm looking over Jeff, and I hit that wagon to the floor. Now, this is a 406. It's got an open rear end with 308 gears. The front wheels come off the ground. That far, there's a video. You can see the daylight. How that car pulled the wheelie. It was hard.
Wow.
And but I was going towards this door. I had to hit the brake.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still hit him in the door, but I lost my temper.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Was this an 8 or an oval?
Oval.
Just an oval race.
It was the next race.
Okay.
We're going home. We're getting thrown out.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how I am. You disrespect me. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So we load up. We're going out, and there's Terry Cole. God love him. You know what I mean? And Jeff Marvin's dad, Don. Terry going by. He goes, "Hey, so what do you think about that?" And he's smiling. Terry Cole's one of them vagabond hangers. He was a tough cookie, right?
Yeah.
Very tough cookie. A lot of respect for Terry. He goes, "Well, that's the way it is." He says, "Well, we got what we wanted." And it got me thinking.
Oh, shit.
You guys just played me to lose my temper.
Yeah.
I got suckered into that, and I fell for it.
Sure did.
And that's why I went up to the garage and tossed a piece of pipe to him. I ain't going to.
Wow.
That's what caused whole thing.
Oh, okay.
They're all put together. I don't want to embarrass nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, especially myself, because it shouldn't have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
But your pride, your ego, you get wound up and you get done dirty, and the racetrack don't make the right call, the fair call. If I did it, they throw me out, like they did. Okay, but I did the same thing Jeff did.
Yeah.
Nothing was said. He just spun Joey March out. Okay.
Wow.
All you guys.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? All of them.
Earl Goldie said, "How about at Lorraine after our heat race? I watched Joe climb out of his car. His seat stuck to him.
Bolts come loose.
He said, Kurt, we should
The
put a
seat
mold in
stuck
that.
Your seat stuck to you and you got out of the car?
We bought a dirt car and finished third at the cavalcade with it. The bolts vibrated loose. I tightened my belts up to hold me against the cage and finished the race.
Wow.
The metric car.
So the whole race, your seat was loose?
My seat was loose. I had to tighten the belts to hold me in.
Wow.
The seat was going in the corner. I'm trying
Oh, my God, Joe.
I didn't stop. Finished third.
Wow. Now, see, that's a story. You're racing out there with your seat.
There's a lot of those I've probably forgotten. If they bring it up, I'll remember it.
Wow.
To finish third in a car you never drove, a dirt car?
Yeah, yeah.
You drive
a dirt car against
you drive
asphalt
with your
guys.
heart. If I had some of this equipment that these other guys had, who knows what I could have done.
Yeah.
But I could get in anything and just drive with your heart.
Chris Dickerson, Butter. Joe's 108-inch wheelbase wagon was the biggest motor I ever drove in hot laps. He said, "Just stay away from Marvin. First car I passed." Isn't that crazy, though, that after all these years, if we all sat down, let's say it was you, me, Reed, and Marvin.
We could do that.
Don't you think it'd be a great conversation?
They should have come here today.
But don't you,
we would have been more honest than Earl and Josh Way.
I know. I appreciate that, Josh Way and Earl, though. But
it was fake.
If I could get,
that's how they are.
And I don't think I can get Marvin to do it. I know.
Sure you could. Maybe he's a little shy.
If I could get you in here with Marvin and Mike Reed, I think it would be.
I don't know if you get them two together.
I would really. So I'd put Jeff here and put Reed over there. But Reed is just, man, I'm telling you, last year at that last race.
I keep them apart. I think I could still. I don't know.
Both of them, it's like they cannot even say hi to each other.
Reed's not a fighter. He doesn't have to be a fighter.
Yeah.
He's not that way. But that time he told me, you just want to beat me up, don't you? I said, I'd rather fight with your wife. She's tougher than you. Because he wants to try to get me like Jeff tried to get me to make that mistake. And they bait you into losing your temper. They play your temper. You know it's one of your weaknesses. It's a strength sometimes because it helps you defend yourself.
I just would like to get to the bottom of the hate that them two have. I shouldn't say hate. It's just a dislike.
Rivalry.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
I would love
hate. I don't know if it's
I don't
hate.
think it's hate.
It's a rivalry. My wife's still mad about a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, let it go, man. Don't get them out of your head. It's just life. It's just racing. It's okay.
Earl Golder said, I was pretty honest.
No, you weren't. Call it like I see it.
Say it, Joe.
Sometimes you got to straighten them out, Earl. It's the only way they're going to quit.
You got a couple other comments. You want to read them?
No, I don't have comments. Oh, I said, well, yeah, I do. Steve Stanley said Jeff's too old to leave the house.
What's that?
Steve Sandy said that Jeff's too old to leave the house.
Oh, yeah, he's picking on Jeff.
I honestly would like to get you three in here. I honestly think it would be a great show for the fans.
With it.
Not just to talk about the way things have developed over the years.
Right.
Their personal rivalry against each other. I think people would really like to know how it started. What was the thing?
I wanted the same thing.
Yeah.
When you play, I call racing like playing the king of the mountain. You fight your way to get to the top, then you got to fight your way to stay on the top.
Yeah.
And how do you race with friends doing that to them?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's tough.
It's a bump and run, and especially figure eight, dude. It's when you're on water, they may think it's on purpose, but you actually make a mistake. You can be good at what you do, but you can also make mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And accidentally get into them too hard. No, I didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, I tried you. I made a mistake. Oh, yeah, I know. They don't believe me.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially
if you're sitting there and admitting it that you made a mistake.
Well, I can tell when someone puts a motor to the floor.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. Yeah, all right, dude. I always left one of them earbuds out. They tell you to put them in. I want to hear that motor. That's part of one of my senses.
Yeah,
you tell where they're at when you're going into these corners. You can hear them right there or hear them on this side. And I was known to turn my head 360 almost and tell them they're number one at the same time. You know what I mean? And
so
yell and scream.
$5,000 on the line. This is the scenario.
Yeah,
$5,000.
That's Jeff Marvin.
No, I already know what Jeff Marvin's going to do. Billy Davis said, "Sheriff against the outlaw."
Which one's the outlaw?
Oh, 5,000 on the line.
Just because he's sheriff don't mean he's the good guy.
5,000 on the line. You're coming up the turn from turn one, going up the straightaway, going to turn number 3. It's you and your son. So you're coming around turn 1 to head up towards the pits. You're racing. You're headed towards turn 3.
On the oval or the 8?
The 8.
Okay.
The 8.
So you're turning to the right.
Yes.
Turn 1, going towards turn 3.
Yes.
Okay.
5,000 on the line. It's you and your son, neck to neck, side by side.
Well, we're gonna try to beat each other.
What?
I'm not gonna put him in the water.
No, I'm just saying, how aggressive are you going to be with him?
The race.
And he'd probably be the same way to you, Joe. Your kid is you.
No, he didn't like me passing him in pursuits. He said, "Man, you just drove right around me." I said, "You'll get used to it." He won 12 features in a row.
Yeah.
Who's ever going to do that? I never did that.
Does anybody remember how many features? Didn't he just beat Herbie Reynolds by 1 feature or something like that?
Herbie's never won no more. I've won 7 in a row twice. I think Mike Reed's won 5 or 6.
Oh, I thought Herbie Reynolds had some kind of record going, and you guys broke that record.
No, Bill, I had the record for many, many years. I won 7 twice.
Okay.
And that was the record. Herbie's never won 7.
Okay. I thought there was some kind of record going with Herbie and you guys at some point.
I don't think so.
Maybe Brackman can tell me. Chris Dickerson said, I raced Joe's car in trophy stock and won. Fast car, his deal was if I wrecked it, he got to drive mine at Cavalcade. I made sure I didn't wreck it.
Yeah, he won the figure 8 feature in my figure 8.
That's what he said.
I got pictures of that too because I was standing with him. I won the championship and won the championship with the car, and it was a spectator drivers, and he wanted to drive my car. Good sized boy like I was, and he fit right in there. So go ahead and have fun.
Chris was such a wheelman back then.
Oh yeah, I raced against him. Gordon had when I first was off vacation in '92. I built this metric Burgundy car. It was a stick shift. The wife was telling me, these guys are too fast now. You ain't going to keep up with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that just ticked me off. She doubted me again. So I built this Mecca car. Bobby Leonard helped me, and it was a 3-speed manual shift. I've run manual shift 4 different times at the configure 8.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. It's an advantage because you come in too hot, you can push a clutch in and not loop it. The automatics, you're locked in.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
And I was leading. I raced against the street stocks, figure 8 cars and street stocks. It was a big race. I got all the way up, was leading the race. I was passing these guys on the outside, and I had one of them oil rags on top of the breather with a clamp. It fell off and caught on fire, so they put me to the rear of the pack. I got all the way back to third. I could have won that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And Butter drove my cars. He drove that wagon. I let different people get in them.
He was such a wheelman, man.
Oh, yeah, but the Francis horsepower, dude, they just did no wonder.
I mean, is that what Butter had too?
Was he? I don't know.
I don't know who built his motors back then.
You'd have to ask him that. But he drove my cars with Francis engines in them.
Jeremy Holbrook said 12 in a row was wild. It took me all year to win 7, and the only year I raced a full season.
He's won 7 in a row?
7 in a row, yeah. I didn't
know that.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy. But I'm going to find out the Herbie Reynolds thing. I might be completely wrong with it and thinking of somebody else.
Herbie's won a share of races, but I don't know about consistent feature wins like that.
It was funny. Last year I was dropping a car somewhere. I forgot where I was at. Oh, it was at Fisher Automotive.
Girl said Ralph Lett built Butters.
Oh, okay.
And then Butters at the same time said Ralph Lett Racing Engine.
Okay.
Ralph Lett Racing Engine.
Okay. But I was dropping a car at Fisher Automotive, and I was looking at a guy. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. And I hate this name, but he said it to me. I hate it. He goes, Goggles. I hate that freaking name, dude.
Got to admit, with the glasses back in the day.
Brian Douglas got me good with those big-ass glasses. But Herbie Reynolds, I was like, wow. I haven't seen Herbie in like 15, 20 years.
Right.
And out of nowhere, he popped up.
Right.
Jeremy said he won 7 in the season, not in a row.
Oh, okay. Jeremy did?
Yeah.
That's the hard thing because you start dead last.
Yeah, yeah.
When you win the feature and to go back through the whole field again without getting a flat, without getting spun and passing everybody 7 in a row. There's that Ford I was telling you about. My first night out was brown primer.
Show the camera that real quick.
And that was third in the dash with a $500 street stock. That's
$500 street stock.
$500 street stock.
May 3rd, 1985.
Right.
Look at that car.
Won 3 features with Lorraine, won 3 pursuits, 3 heats in a row.
Yeah.
Made Mid-American newspaper.
Wow.
I made that first Ford to win a feature in Lorraine in so many years.
Isn't it amazing how fast you guys got around Painesville in those big ass cars?
It was quick. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I mean, it was, I always thought Chevy was the way to go until I jumped on that one. I said, wow.
Damn, dude.
It pulls your back. It's a different type of, it's not the RPM.
Wasn't that car as long as a football field?
The body was. It was a Torino, but the LTD body was longer. I just liked the looks. I wanted to make it my own car. The body was fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wanted to make it my own. I built different cars. They were still good because I enjoyed the off season and coming up with different ideas. This car here, GM didn't build that. We did. We took
this one.
Yeah, we took that Monte Carlo.
Bring it close.
We took that Monte Carlo. We cut the front and rear frame section. We shortened it to 112. Monte Carlo is 114.
Wow.
Camino is 116. We shortened it to 112. Now, you're not allowed to change the upper and lower control arms.
Yeah.
Right? But what we did, we put a gauge on there, pinion angle, and we cocked it a quarter inch. Give me a quarter inch pinion angle. We tacked it. We plumb bobbed it with the plumb bobs hanging down, put the cage on, kept tacking and welding it so it wouldn't tweak. We X'd the frame and stuff like that. We put it together. I put box tubing in between, slid them together on my lift. Randy Holbrook says, well, as long as you put the sides on it, covers, I don't care. Okay. Because I didn't want to go to tech. I said, no, you can't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That car was super fast.
So is this your favorite car? Or?
The figure, they're all good. So I'm going to ask that question. I loved every one of my cars.
Do you have one that you specifically liked?
That was probably the fastest one. That's the one I won 9 pursuits with.
Okay.
You know, that probably the pinion angle helped.
It's like Francis motor.
It's like Gordon with the sand in the tank.
Yeah, dude.
Come on. I mean, I thought it's part of racing. But
I wonder with Jeremy Holbrooks if he'll tell us what kind of weight he had in the back of his car. I'm sure he had cement or something in the back. I'm just trying to bust his balls right now.
Oh, Jeremy?
Because right now he's going, I didn't have nothing in the back of my car. But Earl asked something, didn't he? Or did I miss that?
No, he was saying that it was the Ralph Lett.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Engine, yeah.
So Jeff Bartleball. Do you remember racing with Jeff?
Name sounds familiar.
He was friends with Jeff Shockey, Yellow Car.
There's a lot of guys out there. I didn't really. I just did my thing. I always hung out by myself. I didn't want to get with everybody. I like to be back there because you get mingled with them. Then you got to do something. Then
how about the Welks? You race figure eight with the Welks. It was Dennis and Alan and Tommy.
Yeah, they were all right.
Tommy, do you remember Tommy at all?
I'm trying to remember him. I remember
Tommy was like really, really short. He was like 3'8", raced. I'm kidding. Tommy's like a little leprechaun, red hair.
Oh yeah.
Raced what was it? A Ford? Crap! I can't remember what kind of car it was, but it was huge.
Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
It was a boat.
A 3-foot guy. No.
Yeah. It was like 3'9", maybe 4 foot, but
full head of hair.
Yeah. It was all the way down the hair. Your best moment in figure eight is what? Your number one moment that you're proud of, that you look back on and you go, man, I'm so glad that happened.
Watching my son win a championship in 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
not too many dads can say that, man.
I won a lot of races, but watching him, he was practicing somewhere. I wasn't too sure, but I said, it's rough out there, man. I want to try it. And he did it at a later time. Yeah. Not as a teenager, not like that, probably because I was so busy doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
And not even thinking about getting him into it, because I know his mother wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
No mother does, you know what I mean?
So how did he come to you and say, hey, Dad, I want to race figure eight?
They just started talking. I said, really? Because that's when I got that trailer off Roger Tooley, and I was on, where was I? Craigslist or something. Like I seen this car listed, for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen the price was cheap. I said, oh, try this. Well, why not? Call the guy up.
Yeah.
I got this trailer, dude. I sent him pictures. Yeah, Roger Tooley from Grand River, he had that big trailer.
Yeah, I remember Roger.
Well, I bought that off of him.
Okay.
And, it was real heavy. And Tony Schreiber, let me use the slide back. And I called this guy. I said, look, I got this trailer. I'll trade you for that car. I figured maybe I'll have to add some money. He goes, you know what? I need a good trailer. You're going to bring it out here?
Wow.
York, Pennsylvania.
That's where he was at?
Yeah. We went to York, Pennsylvania, bought an Enduro car. It had a roller, it had a solid lift cam in it, which took the motor out and sold it to Dale Francis. I wanted to have a legal. I didn't want him to have a big motor. This was turnkey. Drove it up on the side. And then you seen that Chevelle? It's the number 4 car.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's Bill's car. We call it the bucket.
Speaking of, that was on the list. People want to know your opinion of Cowboy.
Cowboy, one of the best.
Yeah.
He come out and sung my song. We did the banner night one time. God, has there anything I haven't won? We even won the banner night. We had I had my uncle Ralph's. We had my number, Billy's number, and my cousin Dale's number. Family Tradition. Cowboy come out and sung the song Family Tradition.
Oh, wow.
We had our presentation. We won that award.
Yeah.
So we pretty much, I've won 3 championships. Popular driver every year they had it. Gordon got rid of it.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it. I mean, just me, Butter, and Bender.
Yeah.
He said, something's wrong. It's fixed. I said, you're the one running. How
how are you fixing it?
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. It bothered him. It bothered him.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I earned it. These people come to watch. Whether they like me or not, they come to watch. So you won that, and they had this figure eight. Larry Winters gave me a car. They had this figure eight race and a figure eight to the end demo. And I made the last hit with Chris, what was his name? Harvey somebody. He's in a wheelchair now.
Okay.
And Harvey, I can't remember his last name. I hate when I do this. But I come across the infield. The A-frame was already tore off the right front. I made the last hit and killed both cars. Won that.
Wow.
With that car. Won the parking lot drags. You know what I mean? Turkey leg race. Started dead last about 50 cars. I've never run one of them front-wheel drive cars before.
Wait, you won that too?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah. I started dead last. There's a video of it.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
In the later years, that was just about 10 years ago. I mean, right before I quit. I wasn't going to do it. I said, I'll bill you. It was a Grand Prix the Gums give us. And shout out to Danny Zindel.
I know we're running over a little bit. We're going to be on. We'll do it for about another 15 minutes. I didn't realize how late it was. I'm sorry for keeping you so late, but it's just so.
Hey, I'm talking, dude.
I love it. I love the story. So everybody, I'm sorry that we're running a little late. We'll go to.
We hit the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, we'll go to 10.
Wow.
We'll go to 10:15. So you're with your son and racing with him. How cool was that though, man? Racing with your kid.
That was watching him excel, watching him learn to work on his own car. If I knowed he had it earlier, it's one of them regrets. I'd have had him in it earlier. When I went to get the black flag out today up there, I seen his photo.
Let's talk about that real quick because we keep forgetting about this.
Okay.
So let me see it real quick so I can show everybody here.
One of my best trophies.
Step back.
So I asked Joe what his favorite trophy was.
One of them.
And he said, this is one of them. And I'm trying to figure out the name. I thought it was
K-Log?
Kenny Long. That's what I thought.
He was a flagman at Lorraine when I was racing out there in 2007.
Okay.
You know what? The camera.
Oh, it flipped because it's black.
Yeah.
It's trying to find me. So the black flag's killing it. So let's put it over to his.
Oh, here, I'll just hold it.
You gonna hold it for a second?
Yeah, just hold it. There you go.
That's an official Lorraine Speedway flag.
Tell us about this flag.
Well, I raced in 2007 after I got thrown out of Painesville the year before, putting Ed Potose in the wall with the El Camino. I want to tell you why I did that. It wasn't because Ed was rough driving me. It was another good story.
Ed Potose, let's hear it real quick.
He had the stroker motor, and I knew it. And I got this 406 in his El Camino. It's 116-inch wheelbase. I'm trying to pass him on the outside. He's digging me going in. He's digging me through the center, running up into me. I can't get a good run on him. I'm getting aggravated. We're coming in hard. We're side by side, running me close to the wall. I'm trying to pinch him down. I'm trying everything I can do.
Yeah.
I'm going around. That's when Jimmy Cohagen was running the track. I'm coming around there, and I'm looking in the pit chute. I'm seeing a group of guys out there. And I'm looking back at Ed. I come back around again. Andy Neisnick, Mike Henderson, Jimmy Cohagen, a bunch of people. They're sitting there laughing. I think this is funny, huh? We come around for the checkered flag. I spiked the quarter pan a little bit. I said, you think it's funny? Watch this. Turned into him, hit the gas, hit the brake, got him sideways. I hit it again, put him head on the wall right at the flag stand.
Oh, shit.
I'll jump his car.
Oh, shit.
Don't laugh at me.
Damn.
I'm serious about that.
Did he still win the race, though?
No, I got thrown out.
Yeah.
No, I threw myself out. When I did that, I was done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and work on this car all week long, come down here for you guys to think that this is funny.
Yeah.
Because I'll show you how funny it really is now, what you think. So Kurt already had the ramps down. I pulled up on it. I said, how bad did it look? He goes, it looked bad. He's
bad.
Smiling. So I'm looking, here comes this group of guys, 20 of them, maybe 25. Here comes the sheriff department in front of them. I'm laying hammer here, tire iron over here.
Oh, shit.
We're going back old school days. Let's go. Okay. It's just me and Kurt by ourselves. They're walking back and the cops come up. We're going to give you an escort out of here. I said, I don't need no escort, dude. I said, see that group of guys? I said, 5 or 6 will step out. I got them. He goes, Joey, we're not here to protect you. We're here to protect them. We know what you're going to do. So
yeah,
I left there, and I even went to Andy Neisnick work. He worked over there on Lost Nation. I was working for American Asphalt. He worked in that big factory right behind it.
Yeah.
I said, come on that truck, man. I was waiting for him to come to work.
Wow.
Ain't none of your friends here now? Come on. Because that's the way I get, right? So I go out to Lorraine. I run the turkey shootout. Terry Adams was running Lorraine Speedway.
Yeah.
And I won that thing by a straightaway.
Yeah.
406. I said, hey, can I run this car in street stock? And we're talking 116-inch wheelbase. That's a long car.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, if you change the body. I said, come on, man. It'll look cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to change the body. So we stretched out a Cutlass body to fit the 116-inch wheelbase chassis. I pulled in Lorraine Speedway the next year. These guys are laughing. What are you going to do with that boat? I said, well, this boat ain't the Titanic. This one ain't going to sink. They don't know who they're talking to.
Yeah.
So I got out there with this thing. I'm in the dash every week with this thing.
Holy shit.
I won that car.
That's how you got that?
Yeah, because when I start seeing the calls, just like Gordon didn't call Jeff Marvin for driving in the dirt and spinning me out.
Yeah.
I did all that. And I'm going ahead and I'm realizing, they're saying, no, it ain't like that. I said, come on, man, you're not making the same calls. I see what's going on. Bill Penn, he was, Larry Cobb, same scenario.
Yeah.
I'm out from the east side. You don't want me out here. People don't want figure eight drivers out here, whatever you want to call me. But you know what? I can run you clean if you race me clean.
Yeah, yeah.
I passed metric cars with that big boat.
Wow, that's crazy, especially at Lorraine.
Mike Lawson line. I would run that second, third groove up
Yeah.
there and just let it roll through the corner, get that run off the top,
Yeah.
and blow by them. You drive with your heart. And that's not even really.
So how did they give that to you?
Well, at the bank, I finished second in the points. I mean, there's one guy who went 2 wheels in the dirt, a number 17, a green Monte Carlo. And he biffed me right up, went in the dirt, dirt's flying. They didn't say nothing. They gave him the checker flag. He's yelling at the crowd. So when he left it off, I tanked him from behind, spun him out.
Really?
Oh, I got black flag. I got black flag.
Do you think anybody's been black flag more than you?
No. We'll come up to that at the banquet. So even in another race, can't remember his name, Kelly Bright. We're going into turn 3 and 4. All of a sudden, I get a car in my driver's door with motor wide open, sends me over the bank. I go airborne like the Dukes of Hazzards, land on the front bumper. I said, oh, man, this is going to be bad. You're probably clipping 80. I don't know how fast you're going. Coming into 3 wide open, and you get hit in the door and shoved off. You've seen it happen before. Well, this is my first time experience. I hit, spun around. Lucky I didn't dump the car, flip it over, right? So I come up, turn 3 going the other way. I'm looking for that car.
Were you really?
Oh, he went off the pit chute. Good thing.
Kelly Bright?
I was going to hit him head on.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, Joe.
When I get to that point.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have.
Yeah.
When I get to that point. So I stopped where the pit chute was, and I'm going the wrong way. The cars already went by. And I dumped the clutch, and that car jumped off the ground and snapped and was going the same direction like that.
Yeah.
They black flagged me for almost hitting in the fist. There was nobody near me.
Yeah.
I said, now you're black flagged. You just had watch some guy send me over the hill, and I'm aggravated, and
They just wanted you out of there.
Right. So
they just wanted you out.
So that happens. And at the banquet, we're going up there. We finished second, the points behind Bill Penn. Bill Penn also got me sideways one time, and I give him the number 1.
Did you really?
One-handed. Oh, yeah, ask him. You can ask him. He's probably watching, and he's never seen that before. He goes, I've never seen nothing like that. I don't lift. When I get mad, I don't lift. It's whatever happens, it's going to happen.
You know, it's crazy though. I raced with Bill Penn for years. He was such a clean driver. So he's
not used to a guy like me though.
Yeah. That's what
I don't know. I like Bill Penn. We got to talking after that.
Yeah.
I went up after that night, and I went up there and I kind of gave him a wet willy. I went past everybody, past Joey Course and all of them. You know how you used to pay in the tower?
Yeah.
I went up and put him in the headlock. Kissed him in the ear.
How about you and Potter's age? You guys ever?
Oh no, Ed didn't really do nothing. I could deal with what Ed's doing. It was them guys in the pit.
But did you and Ed ever talk about that?
No. But I seen Ed bouncing off people the same way in the Wheelman series. He's giving everybody a hard way to go around the outside. So he still does the same thing. It's just different people. I don't put up with that. I mean, to a point. The racetrack's got to say something, so I don't have to say it.
Yeah.
I call it. If you won't call it, I'll call it.
I'm going to read some more comments real quick. I can listen to Joe's stories all evening.
Can you read, let's see, Hannah's.
I've watched Joe since I was 3 years old. I remember sitting in the stands with my dad, Uncle Randy, and I got to wait for the comment to pop up. I'd wait for this giant man to walk by. I was amazed how big he was.
I used to be, yeah.
You know, and that's Chris Lett's daughter. And listen, dude, back then, honest to God, I know you don't. Yeah, you were huge, dude.
When you get old, you lose.
That's why I can't understand why guys, if you were walking out of the pits to go get a hot dog or something, why do guys think they could test you?
I don't know. Because they got to test you, I guess. And you just got to. They knock on your door, you got to answer it.
How embarrassed were they after? Because they're there with a girl, they're there with their buddies.
Lesson learned, I guess.
I'm like, holy crap,
wrong
man.
guy. Oops.
So Mylene, I wonder if Mylene Horse is talking about the same.
She used to get on me all the time.
Oh man,
she used to get up in my face.
Oh man, she was a firecracker back in the day, man.
I raced against her husband Gary, and we're battling the same thing. And I have my way, and he had his.
But Mylene is, and I know everybody. I'll get to that in a second. Mylene is exactly why women did not belong in the pit. I'm not being mean. I'm not being sexist. Anything.
Don't start.
Laura, see, she grew up at Sandusky Speedway where that stuff didn't happen.
No.
The arguments in the pits like that didn't happen. At Paynesville, the women were the freaking fire starter.
Throwing down, man.
It didn't matter. I'd watch you.
She just commented and said, "No, I didn't." LOL.
You should jump up at me.
How many times did you see a guy come off the pits and their wives or girlfriends would be screaming at another driver?
Sure.
And it's like, just let us get back to our pits, man. They don't have to scream it. But Mylene, back in the day, she was a firecracker, man.
At the banquet, back to this.
Okay, go ahead.
At the banquet, they said, we've never, they're getting ready to call my name up, the finishing second in the points and stuff like that. We're me and Kurt, and I think Mikey Letwood went with us. Had an extra ticket. He went with us. They said, we never had a driver get more black flags than everybody in all 4 divisions and still almost win a championship. Joe Marsh, I hope you don't get mad, but you come up here and get this. And they think I'm going to be embarrassed. I said, I take that with pride. I said, you don't know what you guys just did.
Hell yeah.
That's icing on a cake of a racing. This is what it's all about. You can't buy me. You can't. You're not going to use.
Do you know what year that was?
1980 or 2007.
2007.
Yeah, I got the pictures at home.
That was at the Lorraine banquet.
The Lorraine banquet with that black Cutlass, the El Camino.
Okay.
The full 116-inch
wheelbase
car. The one they said, what's that boat going to do? And they laughed. I showed them what that boat.
I want to know who signed that.
You'd have to.
It does kind of look like Long, Kenny Long.
It may be.
It does look like Kenny Long's name on that.
It's one of my best trophies because I earned it. It goes with it. You can't buy me.
Yeah,
You're not going to disrespect me. I'll take the black flag.
Yeah.
You need me more than I need you.
Because we had a Long at, remember the big guy, the flagman at Paynesville? His last name
Al
was
Schmittel.
But there was a bigger guy. Remember, he was huge. He drove a gravel truck for a company on 55th. His last name was Long. It was like, I swear, I thought it was.
Wait a minute.
He was huge. He was always smoking on the flag stand, and Gordon would get pissed at him.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
He was huge. Like if he didn't tuck his.
Or was it him that had me? But they had me up against the fence.
Everybody says Don Long.
Don Long.
That's okay. Yeah, Don Long.
That's what keeps.
That dude, he would piss Gordon off so bad.
Yeah.
Gordon, I don't want the kids seeing you smoking at the flag stand. As soon as the race would drop, the green would drop, he'd light a cigarette up, man. It would never fail.
Yep. Gordon tried to keep the family section. I mean, you got to give Gordon credit.
Yeah, he definitely kept it.
He built that place up. He built an empire out of nothing. You got to give him credit.
Jamie Lawson said, Joe has been friends with my family for a long time. He's one of the nicest guys around us, unless you disrespect him and piss him off. It's a different. He's a different guy.
That's how everybody should be. I mean, there's no sense of disrespect. Oh, wait a minute, come on, man. What for you?
Tim Valentine said it needs to come back next year for part 2. Here's my
next week, not next year. Next week.
Oh, I thought I said next year.
Next week, easy.
Here's my thing. I think, and I'm just throwing this out there, I think a bunch of people need to get together and build one more figure 8 car for you for next year.
Oh, I can borrow one, but here's the thing.
Don't you want to go have fun one more time?
These guys are running for points. If you get in the way, I don't want to be the one. I would try to stay out of the way.
But what if you go out there? What if you go out next year and you become that guy that's leading the points?
No, I don't have that in me no more. I lost the touch with the feet, and my advantage was the throttle control.
Yeah.
And when you get neuropathy in your feet from that radiation treatment, you lose that sensation, and you got.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. You don't know like how you're walking. You got to be careful what you balance. It would take one weird wreck because I'm going to go drive it in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll get myself in a position to get tanked or something like that. And the wheelchair.
So what if everybody got together and put a car together and you just race it when you feel like you're ready to go race it?
I don't want to get in the way of the points races. Because if you interfere with them guys, you did it on purpose or you messed me up. I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather, if they weren't running for points and run for fun, if they had a special event for people. Just have a figure 8, which everybody borrows.
Well, he does have a couple times a year figure 8 racing with no points.
Well, they need to have it one night with invitation figure 8. Let everybody borrow a car after the figure 8 feature. Jump in, maybe run them after the guys get done. Whatever's running.
Yeah.
Fine. If your car's still running, have it set.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Just have different people that raced over the years to go out there for one more time race.
Yeah.
Not worth interfering with. These guys work hard on the cars every week. Put a lot of money in and go out there. You don't want to be the one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like being the one had that too, and I got to have respect for them.
Yeah, I didn't know that about your feet, that happens to you, the feeling.
Yeah, it's just like, when I drive the car, and my wife's hitting the gas hard because I don't have the right feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're pushing the throttle. You lose that sensation. And my advantage was in water racing was to find the traction. That's the whole thing with figure eight. We raced open wheel rear ends, and you had to find it because if you push it too hard, you do a John Force burnout, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You got to feather. You got to I steer with the throttle.
Did you have a preference in the 8 to run up high or low? Did you have a preference of that?
I race the traffic. The track doesn't matter. I look for track. The part of the track is not shiny. If it's not shiny, it means it's dry.
That's where you were going?
That's the lanes you want to hit.
Because you did run a lot up high. Like a lot of your races, you were up against the wall going through the corners.
All depends who I was passing and where the situations. I raced 5 cars ahead. I raced through their windshields. I'll help them make mistakes. I'll politely do it. I thought I felt you just a little bit. Just a little bit. Do the truck and roll.
Chris Dickerson said, I have a video of him and Jeff going at it, and I can hear Joe yelling at Jeff on the video. He said, you know what's going He said, you know what's going down? We need to get that video and post it. I can't believe people actually heard you yelling at people. I've never paid attention to that.
I'm louder than Bobby Conklin is with a microphone. When I go off over there in pits, you'll hear me over top of him announcing. You'll hear me in the stand.
Mylene said he would just look down at me and laugh.
And then this next one's
Bunny said, okay, I was going to get to this last because we only have a couple of minutes. So let's get to this part. There's been rumors for many, many years.
Oh, the Speedway.
About the tower being burned down. We all heard it.
I was there in the Vagabond.
So before we get to if you did it or not, let's say this. You hear these rumors about stuff
I heard it Scuff a week or so ago. Did you burn the Speedway? I said, I'm getting tired of this.
So let's put it to rest.
It's the rest. Got a Bible?
Did Joe Marsh burn down the tower?
Absolutely not. I love that track. I'd maybe burn somebody down. I mean, somebody, but not the track. The track ain't got nothing to do with it. That's been in my family and everybody's family for years. There is no way. That was just one of them weird nights. Daniel's asphalt plant was on fire.
Yeah.
They were down there. Someone come up to me, man, I need to get some gas. Let me borrow your car. We were up front drinking some beers, watching all this commotion going down. We're in the parking lot. And he took my car. And he took the 5-gallon gas can. He went back because there used to be some leftover cars that people didn't get yet.
Yeah.
To get him some gas.
Yeah.
He comes back forward. And there's witnesses that seen it. Rich Harris was one of them. Remember Rich?
Yeah, actually.
And there's other people there. I'm like, man, you're going to love what I did. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't say who it is, though.
No.
Don't say who it is.
No, that'd be wrong. I'm looking back. I see a flicker. I said, dude, come on, man. What are you doing? I just got thrown out. They're going to blame this on me.
And they did.
And he took my car back there, right?
Yeah. So they think it's you.
To get gas, right? No one said nothing to him. So he comes up forward, and here comes the fire department. You guys got to go. Here comes the sheriff's department. You guys got to move. I said, the fire's back there. No, you got to move. I said, you ain't giving me no DUI, man. I'm not getting in the car.
Yeah, is that what they were trying to do?
No, I don't know what they're trying to do. I said, no, I argued with them a little bit. And next thing you know, there's 20 firemen and there's 5 cops. And then, look, you're going to move your car. You're going to jail. I'm getting in my car. I'm getting ready to roll out.
Mm-hmm.
One fireman. And then being my son's Pee-wee football coach later.
Oh, wow.
Big boy, leans his head in there. I'd like to take you across the street and see how tough you are.
No way.
Oh, swear to God. So I had the handle on the door because I'm ready, right? I pop the door open. He jumps back. I grab him by his
what did that come from, though? Why would he?
I'm Joey Marsh, dude. I don't know what to
Holy shit.
So I grab him by his jacket. I know Chad DeCovic ain't going to like this, but I grabbed big old boy and spun him around a couple of times and let him loose.
Did you really?
He face first in the gravel. Tore up. Here comes all these firemen. I jump on the roof of the car. There are 3 cars parked in a row. I was pretty agile back in my day. They're trying to take my feet off from underneath me. Arnie Stanko, buddy Arnie set me up. Comes up. Now everybody calm down. I said, look, open the door. I'll get in. This is a true story. Open the door. I'll get in. So they make a path. I got to jump down and walk between these firemen.
All these firemen.
I'm going like this. I'm just.
You knew it was coming, right?
They did.
They really didn't.
Oh,
wow.
They put me in the car, took me uptown. They took these other people uptown, right?
Wait,
Everybody
so they arrested you?
They took me in for questioning. I had nothing to do with it. I stuck to my guns. I'm not telling what dude told me. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But man, it was my car. I don't know how this is going to work out.
Yeah, yeah.
But the other people, Rich Harris and other people, signed statements about what they heard him saying. Look what I did.
Yeah.
So dude gets arrested for it.
Oh, they arrested him?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then he goes to prison, right? When he gets out, he gets a hold of me. He said, you know what they wanted me to do? They wanted me to say that you told me to do it. And they would give me probation, and they was going to send you down.
Wow.
That's the animosity that I earned from being the irritating person that I was with them.
Yeah.
They do what they got to do, man. If you don't put yourself out there, if you don't irritate people, I got to own it. You know what I mean?
Well, I got to tell you, you really fucking ruined that story because I was all these years.
No, that's a true story. Where's
for
the Bible
35 years,
no,
I thought Joey burned a fucking tower down.
I would burn cars down or something like that, but I'm not going to do the speedway. I love that track.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm there volunteering, working with these guys, trying to get these guys.
You really do love that place.
Dude, I spent my whole life.
Yeah, people don't really understand the passion you really have for that place.
My whole life since I was a little kid. I see the little kids out there racing. That was me at the time.
So you didn't take the baton out of the cop's hand and crack him in the forehead.
That's a lie.
You fucking ruined that story.
I can't help it.
You didn't burn the damn tower down.
Nope.
What the hell, Joey?
I did do this and I did do that.
Yeah.
There was 3 guys one time. We come off the track when the pit shoot was in turn 3. They boxed my car in the pit. And they get up and they wanted to rumble. And I jumped down, whooped all 3 of them. I'm not going to mention their names. They're still around. They go over to the ambulance. They're telling George Eisenhart, I want him arrested. They're all getting their noses fixed, right? They're leaning their heads back and stuff like that. And you just keep firing. You don't stop.
Yeah, yeah.
And Richard was 3-on-1. And I said, look, you guys, you started it. I watched it.
Yeah, yeah.
You got your ass whooped. You're done. Take it. You know what I mean? And that's how it used to be. I don't know. They weren't happy with my racing on the track. They figured it didn't work for them.
Let's talk a second. I know we only have a couple minutes left. Let's talk a second about Dale. Dale Marsh. Let's talk about him. How's he doing? Everybody's hearing different rumors and stuff.
Well, I don't know how he's doing. He's having bad days and good days, I hear.
Yeah.
I haven't. I have to talk to Megan or my cousin Ralph. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Dale, I don't call him on the phone because he has a problem talking.
Yeah.
He'll message me once in a while. I hope he's doing well.
Okay.
I can check on that. I got to check on Bill Davis too. Matter of fact, we brought.
Yeah, check on Bill Davis for us. There's a lot of Bill Davis fans that watch our show, and it's sad to hear that. I thought he was down in Florida.
I hope he's doing better. I mean, got some health issues. He's going through some treatments.
So the night that Dale chased Scott Harris down and jumped him back in a car,
you gotta love it,
dude. What was going through your mind?
That's March Madness. we don't take nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't take nothing. There's a certain point when you push it. Okay, you want me, you got me. You grab the bull by the horns, you're going for a ride.
But he was just like you, though. I don't know.
A lot faster.
Yeah, he was quick, man.
He jumped in the back of that car to run a sprint. That car was rolling.
I couldn't believe we were like wasn't the green still out or was it under red at the time?
Oh, they didn't know what was going on. It happened so fast.
Yeah, yeah.
And next thing you know, they're like, I don't believe I seen that. I mean, if you didn't have the videos.
Tim Valentine said they need to do. He's right. He's kind of agreeing with you. They need to do a retired figure 8 race for you guys. The Night of Destruction, Joe Marsh, Cowboy, John Burdett, and many others. That's actually a pretty good idea.
If they get something together, I'm sure I can borrow a car. I mean, from somebody just to go, not even a race just to run it, but we're not going to hit each other.
Yeah.
We're going to go out and have some fun. Maybe do some donuts, run a few laps.
Yeah.
I don't know, race each other a little bit.
Yeah.
But not to where anybody's going to get tore up or nothing like that.
Yeah, Chris Dickerson just brought up something that Bobby Conklin used to promote. Race tape night at the Vagabond.
Yeah.
Where you could watch the races
I got all
and stuff.
them tapes. I got to get more to Cowboy so he can put them on YouTube. He's been playing.
He said, me, and Cowboy did some dumb shit.
Yeah, he's going to admit that, huh?
Yeah, I remember Conklin would go on there. We'll see everybody. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night or something.
Yeah, we could be up front of the bar drinking a little bit too much.
Before we let you go, we want if you have anything you want to say to Joey, if you want to discuss before we let him go, Joey, before we let you go, I really want you to talk to the fans and everybody that supported you over the years. But give me a minute because Mike Reed wants to say something.
Okay.
He said you were always yelling. You could hear him yelling over the I cannot believe I've never heard you screaming, yelling.
I could yell in here, and you're going to grab your ears.
He would be thrashed around. He'd be thrashed around in his car, screaming and yelling. It was the craziest thing ever. Me and Marvin would speak on it often. It was probably me or Marvin he was yelling at half the time.
I broke a steering wheel off in a pursuit race. I'd get so mad, be pounding on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Greg.
So you would hit it and broke it?
You want a Greg Holbrook story, okay?
Yeah.
So the steering wheel's broke. I finished the race. We come in. I said, I can't race the feature. Greg goes out in the parking lot and borrows one from somebody's car.
No way.
Yeah. Brought me back one. Here, put it on.
Like from the...
You wanted the Greg Holbrook story. There we go.
Holy shit. Like he went out to the parking lot?
On the parking lot, got me a steering wheel. Somebody went out the parking lot.
Somebody, where'd my freaking steering wheel go?
Well, now they know where it went.
Renee Marsh, she's right. You need to write a book.
Oh,
you really do. You need to sit down and actually write a book. I know you don't think your story is important and it's good. It really is, Joe.
It's been a wild life. It's been a wild, like I say, I've been through so much. And I just want people to understand, when people go through a lot of things, like the car wreck.
Yeah.
That one.
Do you want to talk about that or you want to let that go?
No, it was one of them things. They call it survivor's guilt. I had a hard time dealing with that.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened, just so they understand?
Leaving Mickey Crancy's garage on Girdle.
Do you remember how old you were?
Let's see. It would have to be 1970. It was 1978, June 30th, about 5:45 in the afternoon. I skidded 44 foot before impact. I was going to Russ Auto Parts with customers' cars from Mickey's gas station at Girdle in Old 44. It's at Bremen's now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It used to be a gas station.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Take the customers. I got off work from G&B Paving. Stopped there. They're supposed to have my car done. They need a brake line. Go get the parts. By the time you get back here, take this customer's car. I'm all aggravated because my car is supposed to be done. It was my first Sportsman that I was building, a 69 Chevelle when George Puskett bought off because everything went to crap over this. I left there and they just put a transmission. It was a big block Chrysler, 440, two-door big Chrysler 300, like big one.
Wow.
And I
like an Imperial type car?
Yeah, and I did have it probably 80, 85. But down that first big hill, before you come up to the residential area, 608, the school, I slowed it down by then. Speed limit is 45 mile an hour. Okay. But you're on the brake because you're watching the intersection. You're watching cars. I'm thinking about getting the brake lines. I go across 90, and the windshield wiper blades come halfway up. I'm not, the overpass on 90. I'm messing with that switch. I'm coming to the hill. I'm braking a little bit. You know what I mean? I crest the bottom of the hill, and I see a motorcycle on the right side, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. And I'm coming down the hill. I'm thinking about the wipers, thinking about the race car. All of a sudden, the motorcycle comes out towards me on the brake. I said, dude.
Yeah.
I seen this little yellow car pull up. And not even thinking about it. I'm watching the motorcycle go by, thinking about him. And next thing I know, this yellow car darts out.
Oh, man.
And I hit the brakes, man, and I turned to the right to go behind her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Natural instinct, figure eight instinct. That you go with the car, you go away from the car.
Right.
But when I hit my brakes, unfortunately, she hit hers and stopped right in my lane.
Oh, shit.
Driving a Pinto.
Oh, Pinto. Oh,
man.
Man.
The driver's door. Knocked these teeth out, tore his lip off, ejected me from the car. Left front wheel was this far off the ground. I had no seatbelt on. I took the full impact of my chest.
Holy shit, Joe.
Went into the windshield, car spun around, I was on the floor. The next thing I know, I'm laying in a ditch beside the car. I tried to get up, I'm laying there, I'm looking, I smell gas. I look over the dry shaft, ruptured the fuel tank. That's how far back the impact went.
Wow.
They're unibodies.
Yeah.
I look over at her car, and I didn't know if it was a her or a long-haired guy. I seen shoulder-length hairs. I remember. You don't forget, they call survivors guilt.
Yeah.
Trauma. I looked over, I seen clothes through the intersection and stuff like that. And this guy the house was right there on my side, and there was a house, a kitty corner on the other side of the intersection. And that guy come out, and I tried to get up, and my legs wouldn't work. And then he helps me up. I'm standing and I'm watching the blood pour down, and I go to touch my face. You know what I mean? Because I'm numb.
Yeah.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, you're definitely in shock.
And I feel something like that, and I spit some black gravel up. You know, you put that gravel alongside the roads.
Yeah.
And it had a rain day before, and it washes the intersection. Kind of slid through that 44 foot of skid marks. 2 wheels went off to the edge to the right. 2 wheels were on the road. I tried to go. If she wouldn't have stopped, I might have clipped her.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but it happened. Our car stuck together and threw hers that way. And mine was in my lane going the other direction.
Okay.
Mine stayed in my lane.
Yeah, yeah.
I never left the lane. Probably because of the weight of the car.
Yeah.
But it did 180 it. 180. Wow. The roof was buckled behind my head. It buckled that. That's how, and my body was no seatbelt. I hit everything with my upper body. So and I'm looking over and I said, please tell me.
So did you go out the windshield or the door?
The door opened up, popped open.
Oh, okay.
And then when the car spun, it threw me out.
Okay.
I'm laying in the ditch.
Okay.
And I get up, like I say, and I go to spit the gravel out. My teeth come out. They knocked all these teeth out.
Damn.
Tortoise lip, it was hanging over here. The guy said, don't touch your face. And he had this look at him.
Yeah, yeah.
My head's swollen up from the impact. You know what I mean? And they get me over to the ambulance. They said, why don't you lay down? I said, I'm not laying down, man. I'm going to die. You know, because I'm like, I looked over at the car and the seat was broken and she was probably in the back seat.
Wow.
I looked as I walked and I just couldn't look, you know, because I knew it was bad. And they got me in there and they're talking about loading her in the car and the ambulance. They said, let me out. Let me out. I started freaking out on it.
Yeah.
And one guy come back and said, never mind, go ahead.
Oh, crap.
So I go to the hospital. There's my mom and everybody up there. And I go in and I see this guy and I'm looking at him. And he has that look on his face. Like, God, it's got to be relative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the look.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. I was there about maybe an hour and a half. They sent me home. Walked out of there. A lot of things changed after that. I seen someone die, being part of it. And it does something to you. Life's short.
Yeah.
You just, you know, you go through that and it's like, and a lot of my trouble started after that.
You know, Joe, there's something in life, as you know, following God, there's some things in life we just can't control.
Wasn't my time. Just like the shooting, just like all the stuff.
The
cancer and all that stuff.
Think of all the things you've been through. God just ain't ready for you yet, bro.
Well, he's giving me a chance to get ready for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Forgive others. Say forgive yourself. You got to forgive others. You got to forgive everybody. It's not worth taking.
Dude, you got shot point blank in your belly and survived. Yeah. Who does that?
5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm home 1 o'clock at night. What happened?
You know,
life flight at the Metro.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going home. I said, what? You going to take this out?
That's just crazy.
One thing was getting shot. The other thing was him getting away with it. How he did all that.
Yeah. Wait, he got away with it?
Oh yeah. There's no doubt.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. They didn't take him in. They took his word that I come over to beat him up. Come over to beat you up. I'm 64 years old. He's 20 years younger than me, way bigger than I was. There's no way. No way.
You know,
he shot. I told them he shot somebody. He ain't gonna tell you he did it.
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
You know, all of us. And I know we only have a couple of minutes left, but all of us.
Said that about
I know. You know, we go through this stuff in our lives, and there's just nothing with that woman you could have done. I mean, it was just, it was timing.
I was going to church with Pastor David Bill over at Victory Lane there for about 5 years. You know what I mean? Looking for an answer life. You know, and what's life all about?
Yeah.
These trophies won't get you in heaven, but they may keep you out. That's what I want to remind these guys that they're getting all this hell bent about winning a championship. Calm down, man. Calm down. It's not worth it. Calm down. I was talking to a pastor, assistant pastor. He goes, I said, I don't even know what that woman looks like. I never seen a picture of her. He goes, well, maybe you'll see her in heaven. You know, that's the first time I cried about that accident. Yeah. All them years I kept it in. And that's the first time I opened up and let it out.
It's probably something you could never let go. You know what I mean? You know, therapists, all that, they say you got to forget about it. You got to move on with life. How do you do that?
Discard. PTSD. It's survivor's guilt and that issue. Going through the shooting is another PTSD issue and stuff like that. You know, you get traumatized and stuff like that. And the whole thing is through prayer and through letting it go is hard to do. But when you get into the word and stuff like that, forgive us for the trespass. I forgive those trespassing. I'm not going to be forgiven. I'm no choir boy by far. Not everything.
Younger Joe Marsh is going, who is this guy?
These guys are wasting their time over all this arguing and stuff.
Yeah. With with all your fans, and I know you don't think you have fans. I know you're very humble.
Get popular driver every year, but I have no fans.
I know, but you think that you're not that guy anymore, and you really are still that guy. Let's talk to the fans and the people that have supported you over the years. What would you like to say to everybody? Besides Jeff Marvin sucks. No, I'm kidding.
Jeff Marvin, don't check. But don't take it with you.
Yeah.
Let it go, man. You and Reed need to go out for a little bit and hang out. That's never going to happen.
That's never going to happen. I want to get all three of you in the studio, but to everybody that's watching, though, thank your people that's helped you over the years and stuff like that.
You got Steve Saunders from Habco, all the sponsors that supported us, Dale Francis for all the motors. You got Jackie Stafford. You got Tony Schreiber from Highwater.
Steve from Habco's, man, he's helped all you guys.
Yeah, and Tony Schreiber the same way. He helps Jeff Marvin.
Yeah.
There's good people out there that see your love and passion for racing.
Yeah.
They donate and help. And take care of your sponsors, man. Don't let them.
Does he still own Highwater?
Yeah.
Man, a freaking Queen of Hearts, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're setting up tents and everything over there.
Yeah. 500 and some thousand.
Is that what it's at now?
I told you that a week ago. Get your tickets. Somebody's going to win it.
Oh, man.
I mean, come on.
And I repoed a car right across the street from there, and I could have stopped in there.
Should have got your ticket. Somebody's going to win it.
But so over the years, everybody that's helped you, to all the fans that are watching right now, because we have a lot that are watching right now, what would you like to say to them?
Hey, it's been fun. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed the show. Randy Holbrook told me one time, he said, we had some serious talks with Gordon. I've had serious talks with everybody because they try to figure me out. I try to explain why I'm the way I am. And you get caught up in the moments and stuff like that. But, how do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as the guy that's a man and has the ability to apologize for all I have offended. And just want them to try to understand that people go through different things.
Yeah.
It makes you something. You don't have to be that something. When you look in the mirror, everybody needs to do that. Look at who you are. If you don't like something, change it. If you need help, ask God.
It made a huge difference in our lives, and people just don't get it.
There's a certain piece you get.
Ask if it was him or Dale that had a motor taken out of a truck in the parking lot and put it in the race car because the motor blew.
We did that. It was Joe Lucas's car. We did it with my tow truck. Ralph sold him the motor out of his Suburban. We pulled two and put one in about 45 minutes.
So you took a car out of the parking lot?
No, we took it out of, Ralph sold him a motor out of the Suburban, sold the whole thing. We pulled the motor out of the race car and pulled it out of the Suburban, put it in about 40 minutes.
Holy crap.
I had extended boom in that black record.
Yeah.
It made it easier. We had guys working on both vehicles and pull it out.
Bill Harkin said, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Denver Shackelford said, thank you, Joe, for everything you did for racing.
A lot of people sharing love.
Chris said 100%. You'll get to go through them a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It'll be in my memoirs.
Chris Dickerson says, love you, brother. You do need to put something together, a book or something. You really do. You need to sit down at the computer.
There's so many things you guys don't even you don't have the time to listen to.
Dude, but it's so interesting. I mean, you kind of ruined the whole fucking tower story.
Well, sorry, but it's the truth. I mean, you know what? It's just the truth. It's just, I don't want to be.
But you're going to be that guy. 40 years, 50 years from now, people are going to be talking about Joe Marsh burning down the tower.
Nope.
They're going to be talking about it.
They can quit that right now.
And listen, honestly, of all the myths that are out there, that's the only one that has kept going. Is it?
You're guilty by. I mean, I just got thrown out. I was in the parking lot. You would think that.
But of all the stuff you've heard out there, though, is there any of them you sit back and like? Is there one specific one that that you hear somewhere and you go, I didn't do that?
The guy with taking the cop's baton and beating him with it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like,
that was so stupid.
I think that was. I'll have to go back and look at the comments. I think they said it was like 82 or 83 at the front. There was a bunch of sheriffs. Did you get arrested at the front gate one time?
I've been arrested a bunch of times.
At the front gate, though?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
When I got into it, in the speedway there, I tried to get to the Vagamon. They got me to the parking lot. They took me in. I was having a bad time.
Were you wrestling with him or anything?
No, I was just trying to No, not really. Hey, man, come on, you got to go. All right.
Okay.
Open the door. Um, Things happen and shouldn't have happened. And thank God I didn't hit Gordon.
Are you really DB Cooper?
No.
People probably said, if people are going to start rumors and shit, why don't we just get it going?
If I did it, I'd own it.
Yeah.
If I do things, I own it.
Yeah.
I apologize.
What was the last comment?
Just erase the tower part out of your video. No.
It's part of the question.
But you know what? Honestly,
Part of the show.
Yeah.
How many people have asked you that over the years?
Scott could just recently. I said, I'm getting tired of that. I got to get this straightened out. That's when I started getting on. Man, you got to put me on the show because that's the best way to get it out there.
Yeah.
And I wish I had a Bible here because I put my hand.
I believe you.
Scott's going to judge me anyway.
Like you said, you admit to everything.
Hey,
There's nothing.
Here's the thing. God knows everything.
Yeah.
The guy who shot me, he ain't going to get away with it. He's going to be held accountable for it. I don't want the revenge thing.
Do you have a cool story like that though? That like something cool?
How cooler is that? Getting shot.
Getting shot just blows me away. And then he didn't get arrested?
No. He got away with that, but he did go to prison for beating a 11 and a half year old kid up.
Wait, he's in prison?
He was for a couple of years. And he's probably watching this, and I don't want no problems with him. You have a nice day.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he went. He's probably, who knows? The guy was a pretty sick puppy, man. Listen, if he could trick me and got me to walk in there and set me up like that, and have Kurt move my truck so he can get me in there alone and jump me. And I grabbed something. As soon as I grabbed something and hit him with it, I told him, back up off me. And he come back at me, and I cracked him in the forearm. He blocked it, and he pulled the pistol out and shot me and told the cops I come in to beat him up.
Yeah.
And that was his self-defense law in the state of Ohio. I went to his house. We didn't go there for that.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
And that's the truth.
So you would be up for it if I can get you, Mike Reed. I know Mike Reed.
I have more fun with that than this one.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, had a lot of people
watching them too. I get
just sit back,
just like you would love it.
Let's just sit back and start fires, man.
I fire it up. I get it going. I know how to play that.
Make it happen.
So I'll try to work on Jeff a little bit to see if he's interested in coming on with you and Mike. I know Mike would do it, So, but everybody, thank you for hanging with us. How long was it, Laura?
This is our record longest show.
Is it really?
By far,
and I could still go another hour with you.
We're almost to the 4-hour mark.
I still could go another hour with you easy.
You just got a little bit of life.
And I want to hear more. Joey Marsh, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Joey, seriously, thank you. Thanks for being a part of our lives for the past 40, 45 years. Yep. A lot of you people that weren't born when Joey was racing, you really missed out on a lot of fun.
These guys racing today couldn't even went 5 laps back in the day.
No, it would have been rough.
They would really understand why I'm the way I'm if they had the way I raced back in the day.
In 1984, I'll have to look at the photo. I have the photo at home. So it was either 84 or 85. My first time racing at Painesville. Big old 74 Impala, huge boat. The 2 guys in front of me got black flag. I won my first ever race being out there. Didn't know I even won it. Bernie Booth come over and started slapping the flag on my hood,
right.
Yelling at me. But that night, I think we started like 20 cars in that feature.
I've had 50 cars out there.
And this was maybe feature number 5 of like 7.
Yeah.
For the spectator stocks.
Oh, you're talking spectator.
Yeah, spectator
I've
stocks.
Had 50 figure 8 cars.
That's crazy.
And only 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. God bless. Thank you for everything you've done for all of us racers. Listen, good or bad, if you like Joey, hate Joey, it doesn't matter. You got to see the real soul here tonight.
That's it.
And that
was the thing. How do you want to be remembered? This is it.
And that's it. And I love that. So Joey, thank you very much. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in tonight. I had a blast. I'm not going to apologize for the time, but until next Tuesday night or until this Saturday, as long as it don't rain. Freaking rain.
I always say that and it don't.
I want to race so bad this weekend. So until Saturday at Painesville Speedway or your local track, remember Flat Rock Speedway's last race is this Saturday night, I believe.
We're going to post the race, the pit run.
Yeah, because we missed it all.
We didn't get to, so we'll post that tonight.
So
we'll know what's going on.
A lot of racetracks are there last night. If you want to go to Bowman Gray and watch the Kyle Busch races, memorial races and stuff like that, see our buddies, the Staley family. Until then, good night, everybody.